Turn this off, and we are live. Well, what's up, everyone?
Hello.
Hey, bit of a late start
Hello.
today.
Hello.
But we're here. We're alive. We have the power.
Indeed.
Or at least Mac does.
Mac has the power.
Yeah.
Gotta
Did it come back stronger
love
than
the
before?
outages. No, no.
Oh, okay. That would be odd if it did.
That'd be really cool to say. I didn't really yes and that super well, huh?
It's fine. It's okay. We'll live. So no David today, unfortunately. He is flying through the sky at hundreds of miles per hour, probably. In a plane, not just like freebirding it. But
Man.
But other than that, welcome to episode 18. I believe that's our only bit of news, unless anyone else has anything. I think the podcast is up to like
I mean,
episode
they're still going.
8. Yep.
2 episodes a week.
Exactly.
That's about it.
Episode 8 just came out on Tuesday, so 9 will be coming up. So yeah, just kind of keep our eyes out. Again, spread the love on those. So whoever likes to listen to podcasts, send them out so we can get more people interested in the nonsense that we bring forth.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a good time. But that's all I got. So I guess let's jump in.
Let's do it.
Just do it.
So who's doing the recap? Kate, you're up.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Just drop that on someone.
Whoa!
We did like a 2-hour recap on Nights Off. You just want
Yeah,
Yeah,
go
go
on.
on that. Yeah.
You guys, now we stand.
When last we met,
1 second. Hope you're all doing outstanding tonight.
You know,
Ah,
I'm all right.
It's like
Could be
30
better.
degrees
That's life.
here right now, so it's pretty hot. So
I feel you. It's,
Celsius, 30 degrees.
was so
Celsius.
confused in
I
American
was,
for a second.
yep.
I was like, wait, what?
what is
I was
that?
like, oh, right. She's Canadian.
yeah, I was about to say, is that world or is that American?
Used to be
That's about
temperature.
that's about 86 degrees, which
Yeah.
is
Yeah, that's pretty good.
for
Wow.
us
That's-
is warm.
Yeah, that's
That's
about where we were
about
today.
as hot as
too.
it is right now.
Okay.
And it's that really hot, like rain, like hot, but it's raining.
Yeah.
Ah,
Oh.
muggy.
Mm-hmm.
Evan, take it
Hashtag-
away.
Free Johnny is the first thing I'm going to say. Kick the Twitch chat off with a little bit of drama.
Just
So we
absurd
continued our adventure. As you guys found yourselves in Hardcastle, specifically on the grounds of the Hardcastle Cemetery, coming off a brutal battle with a few individuals who seemed to be hunting those that were purveyors of magic. They kind of trapped you in the catacombs of the Hardcastle family and tried to take you back to Erebar, at least some of you, and kill the rest of you. With some brutality, you all ended their lives after a fight. So we found ourselves in this graveyard with a brief conversation between all of you, deciding what to do next. And the decision was made that you were going to flee the city of Hardcastle. Calder, being the one person that knew the city best, began to lead the party through the tight alleyways and the darkened streets here at night, winding through the streets as you descended the hill. Right before you were about to enter into the main road to kind of cross in between one of these alleys, a few men on horseback came galloping by and almost spotted your group. It was Warden Ravenscar and his men who you overheard were alerted to the combat that happened in the catacombs of the Hardcastles, and they were on their way to investigate. Heading to the main gates in attempts to get your horses, you noticed a few guards talking to a few individuals clad in armor. One specifically had a very interestingly made helmet that he adorned on his head with a large horn that stuck out the top of it. quickly making the decision it was not an option to go through the front gate, as you may have thought that you may have been caught going that way. Calder, the next idea that you had was heading towards the sewers. You remember that the sewer system resided on the outskirts of the city walls, which you led your party there. In about 10 minutes or so, you found one large sewer grate that was kind of barred off with these bars. And with a little ingenuity, fire, and rags, you were able to remove the bars, but not very silently or without smell, as one of the bars snapped and gave off a loud tinging noise that alerted the guards nearby. Quickly rushing in, some of you kind of having trouble squeezing into this the tight sewer grate, mainly Ook at that point. You all began to rush forward. And as you were, from behind you, you began to hear yells and screams of the guards chasing you, lighting torches, as you can see the torchlight flickering behind you as you fleed Hardcastle through the sewer system. Eventually, leading out of the sewers, you found yourselves in what looked like a man-made cave, where kind of the remnants of the city sewer system kind of flowed out into. Velkin, to slow. I guess you guys decided what you were going to do to attempt to slow the guards' progress. First, Calder threw a rock. Velkin sent her friend, the cat, Yorins, towards the guards to try to cause a distraction, which didn't seem to work quite well. You guys continued to run and run. Velkin finally turning as the guards kind of entered into this cave system, laying her darkness spell in front of them, kind of causing them to be blinded for that moment, giving you guys just enough time to make your exit from this sewer. Some of you quicker than others. As you all got towards the edge, Redrick being one of the first and Ook being a close second, tumbling off what looked like about an 80-foot drop into a large pool of muck and water. Obviously, where the city's sewer system collects. As you all fell, some of you tried to climb, but with no avail. A lot of you took the fall with full brunt force. Others, using their ingenuity to be able to save some from taking as much damage as you may have done, or may have without that. Cassis praying for wings. Velkin using her quick thinking to Misty Step underneath Redrick and Cassis as they were falling, and some of you just taking the tumble. With a little bit of a, I don't know how to say this, with as you guys all recovered from the water, some of you unconscious, some of you extremely hurt, the decision was to be made either go to the Chandlewood or head into the large open field that kind of sits around Hardcastle, and head directly towards the Great Rift. You decided to take the more open path along the major open field here. And as you ran through the fields, you noticed that Hardcastle began to light up. All of the watchtowers that you had seen that were kind of scattered throughout the city became a light, almost as a signal and or a warning to you that they knew exactly what was happening, exactly maybe not who it was, but what had happened, and no kind of a threat, knowing that they will be searching. After about a mile or so run, exhausted, wet, filthy, and smelling like rotten sewage, Eggval, with his cunning nature, was able to find a place for you guys to camp for the evening. Very small, tight, what looked like just like a random hole in the side of one of the large pieces of land that seemed to be ripped out of the ground. A large boulder had kind of found itself in front of this place. You guys moved the boulder out of the way and began to hurriedly stuff yourselves into this small little area. There some conversations were had. Panic still kind of in all of your guys' chests and hearts. Not knowing who was searching for you exactly when they may arrive, because you were just sort of running in a straight direction through an open field. You expecting the worst, some of you were pretty diligent on your watches, and some conversations were had. Velkin eventually gave Calder the box that she had acquired from the elven boy that was running the Copper Beard. And inside it was a necklace of a 7-pointed star, similar to that of what was on the pommel of his father's sword. Isaiah, worried about his newly acquired friend Ook, began to work heavily on him as he could see that he was not doing well. The flame that usually resides in his chest seemed to barely be alive at this point. As the watches continued and the conversations were being had, it seemed that Ook was having some odd behavior, seemingly reacting to things that Isaiah was saying to him and other things. He took his palm of his hand and set it on the ground next to him. Not too long after the fact, the ground beneath all of you began to shake a few hours later, quite violently, when all of a sudden, the earth beneath your feet began to split. And inside it, you could see the flickering of blue flame as it began to crawl into this cave system that you all now resided in. All of a sudden, bursting forth a large column of this fire, reaching the whole way to the ceiling and enveloped this area until it became a massive wall separating the party. And quickly, all of you decided to get out of this place. Outside, what you saw was a resemblance of what looked like the apocalypse. These pocks of blue flame bursting from beneath the ground began to spread throughout this field as far as your eye could see. Some much larger, like wild bonfires, and some much smaller, just like campfires, beginning to lick at the grass here, just outside of Hardcastle. To make matters worse, about a few hundred feet, you saw a massive piece of land begin to get ripped out from its holding, lift into the air by a force unknown, and slam back down into the ground with a force, kind of rocking some of you to your to fall and causing this major dust storm and the heat of the blue flame to kind of hit your face. Inside your head, Ren and Redrick, you heard the words, "Let chaos consume this world." We all find ourselves now outside of this cave system. Hold on one second. All of you looking around at the complete and utter destruction that you now find yourselves in.
Well,
Looking around you, you see the smolderings of the blue flame after this massive piece of land came crumbling to the earth. Some of the flame being kind of diminished because of the sheer force of this thing dropping into the ground. Some of you finding yourselves picking yourselves up off the ground, gathering your things, looking around, not too sure what is going on, but it looks like a wasteland out there.
you all ready to move?
Yeah,
Yeah.
we have to go.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
sort of just wondering which direction, though, because we're heading towards the thing that just exploded blue fire. I don't know about that one.
I guess I just want to point out, Ekbal at this moment is just stunned and is staring off at the distance at the destruction before him. Just staring.
By the way, I did say you guys got a long rest. You did, but it is still extremely early in the morning. The morning sky barely peeking out over. It seems like some sort of a storm has begun to brew in the sky. These dark, heavy-looking clouds above your head, almost as if night never went away. All of you completely exhausted, tired, after just barely escaping Hardcastle.
We got what? Three options. We can go to the gate anyway, as planned. Try to limit the shit as much as we can. We can go somewhere else, as you're maybe asking for, Redrick. Try from another angle, or we can fuck off and let it go because we're probably too fucking late.
Not too far off, about 30 or 40 feet, a massive flame just bursts from the ground. You can see it jet for a moment until it begins to simmer.
I don't know about you all, but I was instructed to take you all to the gate. I don't we might be too late to stop it from happening, clearly. But we might be able to minimize the effects of what happens. The longer we let it fester, the more can happen.
We might also be able to die there.
Didn't you already know that was a possibility going there? It's my dog, dude. Leo, stop.
It's always been possible, Redrick. Probable, maybe even.
Yeah, but that was before chaos took this world. You know? That changes things a little bit to me.
Does it? Does it really change things? Because either this is going to get worse and kill us, or we can go there to try to stop it, and we die. Either way, we are not looking at great options. So we might as well try to do the right thing and try to stop this.
We might make it worse if we go.
But we won't know if we don't try.
It wants Frederick.
What?
Gordon?
It's news to
Damn,
me.
y'all got a real big habit of keeping shit to yourselves. What do you know?
Oh, sure, we're the only ones, right? The voice
It's
wants
just-
Frederick. That's all I know.
I've heard nothing of this, and it does not change my stance on the matter.
How long have
Okay.
you known about that, Ren?
Eggval, give me a perception check.
It just says freaky shit sometimes.
Minutes, days, weeks? How long have you known? It's a pretty big deal.
That's a 13.
13. It's easy enough to notice as your party begins to discuss this. Looking around at your feet, the ground itself looks like it has just been sucked of all moisture, and it almost looks like it's cracked earth. The grass itself completely burn away. It almost looks like you're standing in the remnants of a desert as you kind of crunch one of your feet on some of the mud that seems to be cracked up. It just kind of turns to dust.
Elkin, do you have any idea what Ren's talking about? Why it would want Redrick?
If it wants Redrick, why not we give it to him? Is that going to stop this? Sorry, Redrick, but does giving him away stop whatever is happening?
Very much doubt it. That's why I didn't help it.
What it's after is literal chaos. It won't shut up about it. I thought it was just me, but it's fucking chaos. Giving me over as I kind of like take a step back from the group a bit, or maybe just from Ren, I guess. But like, that ain't gonna help. That is not gonna cause less chaos. Trust me.
That's what I'm saying. It might be worse if you get there. It might be worse if it gets its hands on you.
What's the other option? We let it go unchecked?
How should I know? I don't know. Man, this is like my first demon curse.
I'm
We are.
sorry to interrupt. Can we maybe move while we talk?
We
I
do
don't-
need to find some safety, Isaiah says.
If anything, let's get out from the open. We
Yeah,
could
let
still be searched, and these fire pillar things coming out. I don't want to be stuck in one.
Do
If we are
Me neither.
looking at this from a historical standpoint, this ended before because the gate was closed. If we don't close the gate, it's not going to end.
DM, we see the fires in every direction as far as we can see, right?
Perception check.
I was gonna ask the same thing.
Sorry.
18.
As far as you can see. Now, I did say it is hillier here, right? You can't see from it's not like a flat area that you can see from miles, but as far as you know, there are pockmarks of fire everywhere.
Before we make our decision, let's do a little bit of info gathering here, and I'll just climb up on top of that little cave we were in, and just look in every direction, be like, all shit, everywhere.
So nowhere is
So-
safe.
It would be.
Not here.
I mean, while we stay here is not safe. We move. We find somewhere safe.
Where, Egg? If this shit is
And-
in every direction, where
We
is
go-
safe?
Then we go to gate. We try to find somewhere. I don't have answers, but we shouldn't
That's-
stay here.
The
No
safe
progress is
gate.
not worth
That's
it.
Away
what they
from
call it.
Hardcastle for now.
Let's move. Maybe not necessarily towards the gate, but in that direction, away from Hardcastle. And then if we have to make a hard turn to the gate, which I'm hoping we will, we'll at least be closer that way. But let's just get moving now.
All right, follow me. And Vulcan will start leading them in the. And she's going to say she's doing that. She's leading them directly towards the gate.
Okay.
Does
don't
anyone?
know.
Do we pick up on this? I don't know. It was a pretty direct
You can give me a
south shot
survival.
from
You can give me
Hardcastle,
a
right?
survival check. You can give me a survival check.
Can I make that roll as well?
Sure.
Okay.
I totally forgot to pull up my character sheet.
That's a 12 for me.
A 12. Sort of hard to tell, but you're not dumb in the way of traveling. You're obviously going farther and farther away from the distant vision of Hardcastle.
15.
You're definitely going the same way you were before, Redrick.
I'm just gonna stand there as you guys start to move, and just what do you think you're trying to do?
Towards the
Okay.
gate? Head towards the gate.
We got it. We can talk while we walk.
We just need to move. We should not stay here.
Yeah, it's still 70 miles off. Let's just
We
get
got
away
some
from
time.
Hardcastle.
Frederick, we can't make you go to the gate, but we can at least help. If you can at least go with us towards it, and then when you want to stop, that's entirely up to you. But at least half of us want to try to stop this.
Fuck. All right. Fine.
Makes you feel any better. I don't want you at that gate any more than you want you at that gate.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna stay at the back of the line. Ready to turn at any moment.
While we're walking, is there anyone who has immediate? They're planning on jumping in with more conversation about this.
Nope.
Okay. While
Good
we're
DM
walking,
question. Way to DM. Hell yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Appreciate that.
Yeah. I was like, hey, before any, I'm gonna kind of sort of dip towards the back of the line next to Redrick and keeping my voice low, trying to make it so the other people don't hear me. You want to talk about it?
What's there to talk about?
Well, we had more pressing issues at the time, but pretty sure that was fucking cannibalism back there in the crypt.
I feel like this is not the time.
I think it might be. We're heading off towards our possible demise. Maybe time to work out, I don't know, concerns in which you might try to eat one of us.
Whatever that wasn't me.
Which is a problem, right?
Yep. And seeing as it's getting us into all this shit, think I'm done with that for now.
With eating people? Or fighting?
Whatever that is.
if it's not you, you haven't been able to control it before. You think you can now?
No, I think I'm not gonna let it out anymore. Not if I'm gonna be fucking eating people. I don't want to do that shit.
Let it out?
It's hard to explain. Listen, that's why I said this is just not the time.
Okay.
It's like a... It's not me when I'm doing that shit. It used to be until the tree. Not so much anymore.
Okay.
But trust me,
Right.
I'm done with it.
Sure. Deal still
That
stands.
that
I'm
is
watching.
the least of our worries right now.
Not sure it's the least, but we do have bigger ones. You're not wrong about that. Deal still stands. And I'm going to start walking up towards the front.
As you walk past, you're just gonna hear Cass say, "Everything all right back there?"
Everything's just peachy fucking keen.
Terrific.
Actually, at some point during this walk, Castus, in your head, you're just going to hear, I thought of something that's been kind of bugging me since I thought of it.
You'll hear, "What's
I'm
up?"
like, this is like 100% in your head, and she's not even looking at you, pretending this conversation isn't happening. So I'm like almost 100% sure when we first met Cade Snow that he recognized you. And so like my thinking now is, if Cade Snow recognized you and you're with 100,000 gold, why is he sending you out here instead of collecting 100,000 gold?
Well, he recognized me as Castus from Nymph. He didn't make any reference to Erebar, so it's possible he knows me simply as Castus from Nymph.
No.
Right now, that's the best thing I have to hope for.
He said, okay, fine. So like he recognized me too, right? So that's why I knew that you're from Erebar. Because he was like, you guys remind me of home. Home's from Erebar. So that's how I knew it was you. Because I've never been to them. But then also whenever you signed the document, he was like really surprised and he tried to hide it because like you didn't sign your real name. I think he knows who you are. So why are you here?
Oh, as of we can only deal with one problem at a time. First is trying not to destruction of the world. So that's kind of my focus. The second will be what he's going to do once I get back.
Sure. Just my one little point is like, okay, so like the creepy voice wants Redrick at the tree, and then Kate Snow, who I really don't fucking trust, seems to want you at the tree, and so just be careful.
I will. Rose, I appreciate. I really, really appreciate it, and I will do everything I can to make sure no one dies and keep. My guess is if I was a betting man, but if we wind up closing the gate and it's fulfilling that deal, he's still not going to let me go. So we'll just see how this works, and if anything, we'll just stick Redrick on him and now avoid the deal, right?
Just be careful.
I will.
While we're walking, another conversation. Velkin mentally is going to talk to Calder and say, the closer we get to this gate, the more I'm thinking I kind of got a little screwed over in this deal.
Are you casting a message?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I replying mentally, as far as it helping us?
Yeah. Well, okay. So, I'm not stupid. At least I don't think I am. when I agreed to escort you all to this gate, it was for a friend, a dear friend, who works for the Order. And I'm wondering if they knew this was going to happen, and I, because I was in debt to them, I had to take the deal. But
Kate,
Phelan-
Velkin, your spell ends.
nah, fuck. She says that out loud.
Is it a? It's a cantrip, right? Message.
Mhm.
It is. It ends.
Oh, fuck it. She just talked out loud. I'm scared that they knew this was going to happen, and that's why I'm here right now. I don't know if this has anything to
Probably,
do with the
maybe.
Order, but that's Blue Flame. You know?
Right. Well, I mean, they were trying to stop this, right? So they probably knew it was at least a possibility. That's
Well,
they
why
asked
did
us
they
to help.
send you? And she
Yeah,
or us.
You know, I ask myself that all the fucking time, and I don't really know. They're spread thin, is what Abad said. They don't have enough men to handle everything, and we were kind of already on the trail. So
All I
we
know
offered-
is if I live, I'm calling in a better favor than he did.
I mean, if you don't want to be here, you don't have to stay.
No,
Get us to the gate and go.
I'll think about it. You're the only one I
That's
really
fine.
know, but I don't know. I don't necessarily want to leave you. I don't really know the others, but I don't want to leave you.
Yeah, I mean, they don't all always do. They're not all bad.
No.
They're
She turns around, and looks at the group. I don't think any of you are bad, by the way. Just so you know.
Thanks.
Insight check. No.
Calder just looks down and shakes his head as he's talking.
give it time. You'll get to know them. Everybody's got their shit, but I think we're all trying to do the right thing. I hope we are.
Mm.
I don't know. I hope you are.
It's kind of give and take, but I'm a little more invested in it than I meant to be. We'll see.
Yeah, well,
Sorry, wanted to. It was on my mind. Was kind of talking it over in my mind, and I was like, I should tell someone about this, but I was like, I should tell someone about this, and then she just starts rambling.
He just keeps walking. Just
So you guys are heading following Vulcan in a southern direction towards the Great Rift.
Mhm.
Does the landscape change at all?
So
Like-
go ahead and make me a perception check. I know you had a 15, but I'll let you roll it again.
Yeah. 15.
The 15, as the sun begins to rise and kind of peek through the clouds a little bit, causing them from that dark black color to more of a gray color. You're kind of looking around you and you can see that the rain is starting to fall. And multiple little drops all around you as a downpour begins to happen. The flame itself still kind of residing even within the rain. But as the day kind of gets brighter, as you're walking around, you can see that any of the grass and wildlife, the reeds and the tall trees that kind of surrounded them have all been decimated. The only kind of vegetation that you see are remnants of shrubbery, kind of without any green on them. Weathered, cracked earth that seems to not even be accepting the water that's falling on it now from the sky. The water kind of seems to just kind of dribble off of it and flow into the cracks around you. The flame itself still licking in some spots, but as you've been traveling, you've noticed that it has began to subside some. The widespread pock marks of fire that were all around you whenever you first exited the cave seem to have disappeared somewhat. There are still remnants and things on fire around you with like a the weird thing is, whenever the blue flame seems to have caught things on fire, so like if it's a tree that you pass or a bush that you pass, it may still be a lit. It doesn't actually it's not lit with blue flame. It's lit with it looks like regular fire, right? The remnants of this this fire kind of catching things and igniting it, but it looks lifeless around you. You do see up ahead what looks like the remnants of what was probably once a farm or some sort of homestead. You can see a charred building kind of collapsed in on itself, the roof kind of disheveled in the logs that it was built, kind of falling across like patterns and just charred to ash. As you guys kind of are walking past it, you can see the skeletal remains of cattle and things that kind of scatter the area, all blackened with whatever kind of destruction had swept through this area initially. Seems like this homestead specifically took a lot of damage, or maybe the brunt of an impact.
And just looking ahead of us, I don't know what the landscape's like, if it's plains or hills or whatever, when we're at a high point, does it seem like it's going to change ever from where I am now?
From what you see, no.
Great. Right.
Great.
Safety ahead. All right. I'll just fucking mutter under my breath and continue walking.
I guess what is it? When it starts raining and if it starts coming down kind of heavy, I'm gonna take out an extra pair of pants that I have, and I'm just gonna kind of wrap it around on the top of my head. And when it happens to get moist enough, I'm gonna try to stop at some point real quick and wring it out into my my water skin and just see if I could try to do that from time to time. Since I used up, I feel like a good amount of my water trying to make my little hut thing the other night.
It's gonna take you some time. It'll take a little bit before you can do that. Sweaty, dirty poop water that you're putting back into your canteen.
Flavor.
Dysentery.
By the way, Isaiah, as you all are walking, tends to be staying away from all of you, not in an avoidance way, but he seems to be leading the majority of you, kind of staying near the front of the pack, maybe near Egg, but hasn't said much since you all had started walking, other than he needed to find safety. Yeah. So,
So having to notice that, and if he's close by to me, I'll just end up having to mention, are you okay? You seem a little weird. Weirder than normal. No offense.
I'm not sure. But at least Duke's doing okay. Kind of taps him on the shoulder. You can see Ook kind of back to his normal gait, standing next to Isaiah. He's beginning to worry.
Well, are you bothered from what Ook did and then what happened around us? Or is it something else?
I don't... He kind of stops for a moment. I don't know. But it seems too coincidental. But I agree with Velkin. We need to get to the gate and figure out how to close it, or dismantle it.
Okay, well, if you happen to figure out whatever's bothering you, don't be afraid. It seems like a lot of us like to talk to each other, so if you want, you can talk to me.
Thanks, Iqbal.
I'm just gonna sort of just go back. I'm just gonna tap my pants hat to see if it's moist and just kind of shake it and go back to walking.
So I have an off-topic question that doesn't matter now, but might soon, because it came up during Nights Off. Am I aware of the bounty on Dorn & Co.? Just curious. Clearly not
Pretty
gonna
big
come up
bounty.
now, but yeah, I know. And it's probably been around for years, drifting through our bar.
Go ahead and roll me a history check.
Pretty. If he rolled a 20,
So
100.
intrigued.
Oh, baby. I want it. I want this conflict later.
Oh, 17.
So
Come on.
17. You're relatively new in the group that you belong to. And they're relatively new-ish in the area.
Mhm.
Is the best way I can explain it.
Mhm.
No.
Okay.
And it seems like the group that you work for, specifically, whenever they send someone out on an assignment, it's because your group is specifically looking for that individual.
Gotcha.
It's not like the group you belong to is bounty hunters and they'll go after the highest bounty. They target individuals that either cross them, that they want to be found, things like that. So
Understood. All right.
anything
all.
else? So it is going to take you a few days to eventually get to the Great Rift. Yes.
Hold on. We're not going past the 1 day mark. Because we're not getting any closer, or I'm not getting any closer after that.
It's probably going to have to be a family chat at some point.
Yeah, we'll probably have watches or something, and
Okay. That's what
Get
I was
a
going to
chance to
ask. If
talk.
you guys wanted to do anything on your day of journeying here through the ruined fields of Hardcastle.
Complain.
What was that?
Just complain.
Just complaining the whole time?
wine
Yeah.
and
Wet,
bitch.
soaked, maybe even having to like take your heels off at one point because you're walking through this like desolate land,
Yeah.
walking in your bare feet, probably holding them in your hand.
No, just annoyed with the whole situation. She's like, I don't think it's fair that I have to do this twice. Most people didn't live through it the first time, and now I have to go through it for a second time. It's fair. And she's just it's basically to herself, but out loud. Probably being annoying.
Calder just occasionally like sighs and shakes his head. as they're
Could be
walking,
dead.
listening to her shit.
I could have carry you.
She looks at the metal monkey and says, I don't know. After the cave incident. I'm not sure.
I
Let her
understand.
toughen up those feet, Isaiah.
Oh, they're gonna start bleeding soon.
Maybe she should trade out those heels for some boots.
It builds character. I
I'm
did it
appalled
before.
that
It's
you recommend
fine.
Boots. What do you think I am, an adventurer? No.
I
Fool
mean,
me.
we're moving places and finding out new things and doing weird stuff. Is that not what adventurers do?
I'm only doing this because I'm repaying a favor. I've already said that.
Yeah,
But have you
kinda
been
like
to
us,
this?
though.
Have you been to this place we're going to before?
No, but I've read about it.
So it's new, and it's got weird stuff going on, and you're going with other people. You're adventuring.
Well, I'm going to continue adventuring in heels. Okay? No boots. They wouldn't look good with my clothes.
Have it your way, Your Highness.
Don't break anything, please. It'd be
Tell us
harder to
to
get
heal.
there.
Can I, while we're walking, can I take, because a lot of the farmland was destroyed, so maybe fences were, and so while we're walking, maybe looking for some horses that may have gotten freed, might be able to use
Okay, give me a perception check.
Big ask.
for the shot.
All destroyed
kinda-
land and then one like patch of green grass with like
Yeah.
With a
circle of the whole
with
herd.
exactly
Chaos
7
magic.
horses in it.
Yeah.
You do
Five.
not see any horses. No wildlife at all, actually. Seems like you were the only things living in this hilly, rolling hills of here, of Hardcastle. Just
Big
outside of
yikes.
it. Not even a bird.
Ren's not going to talk to anybody on the walk, but she is, just since she made the connection that she like feels heat whenever that thing talks to her, and she's not sure when it's listening. she's just gonna kind of like pay attention to her body throughout the day and like see if she ever feels hot at any point.
Okay. Okay. Anything else?
The day's wearing on. I guess I'll start looking for a good place to make camp. Hopefully, kind of tucked away, if at all possible.
All right. So just give me a general survival check.
Oh, that'll be great. Honestly, not terrible. 19.
Okay.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Eventually, you find there's really nothing that you could probably put yourselves, like into. Like there's no caves or anything in this, but you do find sort of a dip into a valley, sort of cragged earth that you could probably set yourselves up in. For the evening as the night begins to like drag on. Ren, as you are walking, kind of constantly trying to make that attachment with the voice in your head. Maybe
I'm not trying to make the attachment, I'm just trying to feel for it.
Right. Like searching for the voice or the heat itself. You don't feel any different, other than the damp, like almost it's the atmosphere here, that heat that is coming from the flames that are still licking around all of you, mixing with the rain is kind of giving this really humid like air, kind of almost thick and hard to breathe as you travel. That's the only kind of difference in body temperature that you feel. Very uncomfortable for those that have heavy armor or anything heavy really carrying with them. Even Ook is beginning to kind of get this sheen on him of a layer of moisture, as you can see it's dripping off some of the parts of him as he's walking. The rain eventually does subside for a while, a few hours, until the night comes and it begins to rain heavily. You find this nice little ravine that you can find yourself in. How would you like to set up camp?
Are there any, like, is there any tree coverage or like overhang or anything like that?
There
that we
is
can get out of the
nothing.
rain? Nothing at all.
You're pretty much in a small dip between two rolling hills.
Maybe we should be at the top of the hill if it's gonna rain. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, we're not going to drown in the night. We'll take watches, but yeah, we can do that. Put us in more visible situation. Thoughts?
Might as well. I mean, if we say we stay at the top, we can then see if people are coming from a distance rather than them cresting and we're stuck in the base. And
I don't think we can. I don't think I can cook nothing really to do for fire, and it's raining, so I guess we'll have rations tonight. Sorry.
If you give me 10 minutes after we settle, I can resummon Yorns and have him flying around for a while, keeping watch from the air.
I really thought that was gonna turn to Cookie Orange somehow. I don't know how. It's just the conversation.
Wow.
Dark.
Indeed. Okay, guess we're camping at the top of the hill.
take first watch.
Before,
Well,
everyone
before
goes
we,
to sleep, yeah.
Yeah, maybe we should have clear some things up.
Powwow.
I'll just kind of like sit down on whatever we have around the center. There's not even a fire, right? So
No.
just kind of sit on the ground, I guess, like, well, glad we really found some safety out here and just the middle of another field.
Velkin's done like the summoning circle in the middle, and everybody's just sitting around the summoning
Yeah.
circle as she's resummoning Eorans.
For like,
That's our center for the night, is Eorans' summoning circle.
Roll me a D100.
Ah, shit.
Oh, yeah, let's go.
Interesting.
It's
Oh.
begun.
Yes.
80 exactly.
Huh.
That D100 out.
Okay.
Oh, I hate that. I hate that.
Okay.
It gets an okay.
DM shit.
You summon Yorins as a frog.
She'd immediately just squash it and try again.
Try
Wrong
again.
yards.
Keep
No.
rolling. Sure glad we trekked towards the rift to find safe spot.
Yeah, all right. Redrick, it is what it fucking is. What are you feeling? Where you at? What do you want to do?
I'm not going to that rift.
And where you gonna go?
Fuck if I know. Somewhere else. Arabar, probably. Who even knows if
Complete.
anything's still there?
We know the rift is still there.
Do we?
Probably. That's
And
how
one way
this
to
thing
find
was
out.
ended before, right? According to Velkin, it was open. They closed it, and they were able to, I don't know, clean shit up. Can't clean shit up until we close the rift.
Listen, this is not something we can. I don't believe this is something we can handle.
I don't know if it is either,
This
but
is-
who else is gonna fucking try?
This is the type of shit that you hear in a song from hundreds of years ago. That ain't us. Sorry. It ain't.
Do you think it was them? Though people who stopped before, do you
Yes.
think they're the ones who decided I'm going to go close it? It was probably just
Yep.
random assholes like us who wanted to try to do something.
Yeah, but at least those random assholes didn't have a fucking target on their back waiting for him at the rift.
It works
Rick,
in weird
you get-
ways. Sometimes you don't get to choose how things happen and the way things go.
Sure, sometimes, but it's a pretty easy choice to walk that way instead of this way.
Sometimes
Sorry.
the easy choice is the wrong one. The hard choice is sometimes the right thing to do. Yes, it's easy to run away. We could have just turned tail and gone back to Elberder. We're here now. This is happening. Your charge, the person you are looking for, is the one responsible for it.
Fuck.
Don't you
him.
have the slightest bit of responsibility to this?
No! He's fucking 2,000 gold. My life is worth more than that. I am deeply apologetic, but I'm not dying for 2,000 gold.
What happens if you don't get him? Anything?
I get a new job when I get back. They've been looking for him for months now. I'm not the first one going after him.
What other choice do you think we have, Redrick?
Fuck if I know.
He just wants to leave it for someone else.
Not an
Cast
option for us either, though.
Cast this duck. Oh, come here. Just like get over here.
Okay, I'll walk over. Yes.
Oh, is it still there, Term?
As you kind of make this scene, it looks at you and poof, into this like golden mist.
Oh, that was like a
what?
serpent curling around your neck. You to come sit over. Sit over.
Just wildly patting at himself.
I didn't say anything at first because I thought it was Eorns, and then Eorns like popped up beside me, and I was like, "Oh shit, that's not Eorns." Don't know what that was.
Pardon?
I don't know. I have no words.
Can I make an Arcana check? Does Velkin sits and thinks about that?
Sure.
Is it the same as the serpent that Yoren saw in the tree?
Ooh. I rolled a 19. I have a +8 to Arcana.
Okay.
Nice.
What was that? She's like, you see her like now that like Castus is like chilling. She's like, she gets like her
So-
eyes narrowed and she's thinking.
As you sit there and you kind of notice it, you notice that as it kind of shifted and moved around Castus's neck, you noticed that it really wasn't a serpent, but it almost resembled a dragon, but very, very tiny. as it kind of like uncurled itself from around its neck. Its color was pure black, but it almost had this like silver and white sheen to it. Under its wings, you could see pockmarks of white. Its eyes, kind of the same bright white, and almost like a feathered head. That had as it went from the black, it kind of faded into a gray and then into a bright white. And then as it poofed into dust, you recognize that you haven't studied the Feywild as much as you would like to, but you recognize this just from descriptions of many different wizards and people that are particularly interested in the creatures like this of the Feywild. You recognize this to be a fairy dragon.
Estes who's probably sitting closer to Vulcan now, right?
Yes.
Do you have a familiar?
I have a cat.
Okay, this is going to be a very forward question, but I'm a forward person. Do you have any connection to the Feywild that you know of?
No, I have absolutely no idea.
Oh, then
As
I don't
far
know
as
how
the-
to connect
yeah.
the dots. That was a fairy dragon, I think. Feywild creature.
Okay, that's where is my cat? I look at where is Draco anywhere nearby?
Perception check.
He's been up to.
It's a small
Okay.
animal skeleton burned to a crisp.
Oh, 9.
Yeah, you just see a small little cat skeleton next to you. In,
Stop!
in your pack, you just open your pack and it's just like this little crispy skeleton. No, you do not see Draco
Okay.
anywhere.
I just have
You
a
know
cat.
him. He wanders
Yeah.
and follows. Is usually what Draco
Yeah.
does.
That's all I got.
Oh, you
It's
might have a
weird
friend.
lately, but he's just a cat as far as I know.
Is this the same serpent Yorn saw on the tree the other day?
Thinking
Is
back
it?
on it,
I think so. Oh, maybe it's connected to me. Ah, shit. Keep an eye out for it. Did anybody else see it?
Oh,
I don't-
weirdly enough.
I don't think anybody else saw it, did we?
no one else saw it,
Sweet.
and you all were talking to him as well.
So we're still being watched. What else is new?
Did
Hey,
it
at
look
least something
you don't mind.
malicious? Did it
Don't
look
mind the
malicious or more like it wanted a hug?
So, the way it looked at you, it was more of like a sharp, toothy grin. Almost like it was delighted. Tail kind of twitched before it poofed.
I don't know how to read that. You can see she kind of... Vulcan just starts to talk to herself again. Like, rambling over scenarios, any knowledge she has on the Feywild, just starts talking to herself.
Okay, well, okay, Redrick, back to this, what we're dealing with right
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can't drag you along. Obviously, if you don't want to go, it's entirely on you. We're going. And I would like to think that you have a bit of compassion, a bit of humanity within you, thinking that maybe, even though it's not a smart thing, it just might be the right thing to do.
To go there and die for no reason. The thing just happened. We missed it.
We can
That's
now
it. You wanna
maybe
help people?
close the gate.
You want to help people? Go save the people that just got hurt 24 hours ago.
Redrick, we should at least try to get there and see what the rift looks like. You don't want to go to the gate, then you can turn around and leave. But me
You're
and
still
you,
cursed.
we're going.
Even more
You can run
reason.
away, but you're still gonna be cursed. Like, you gotta fucking deal with that at some point.
And you think that the answer is to go towards the gate.
I think that
you
the
don't-
answer is to like cut off the whatever's letting this thing talk to us.
If we don't shut it down, it just keeps happening, keeps getting worse. More people keep getting hurt. And if you go the other way, you separate from us. That puts you in a... This is not to toot our horns here, but that does put you in a weaker position. With us, you have people around you watching your back. Without us, you're on your fucking own.
Where
If
do
they
you
want you
think,
that bad, they're gonna come for you.
Where do you think I was before I met you guys?
On your
Not
own.
cursed.
Not cursed. Not on the radar of whatever the hell this
I'll
thing
give you
is.
that one.
I mean, you don't want that thing following you around forever, do you? It sounds freaky.
Maybe he's into it. I don't know. Don't judge.
Oh, it just doesn't even sound. It's just so menacing.
This is not a King Same situation, Belkin.
Just shrugs.
I am honestly glad that it's a curse because I thought it was just me. If I'm being honest. This is actually a step up figuring out that it's the tree. Believe it or not.
You know
What does it say to you?
there is magics out there to break curses, right?
Out there.
Mm,
Back in
And-
civilization.
Yeah.
I was trying
So
to avoid,
Yeah.
avoid that.
so we deal with the gate, and then we go back to civilization.
Or we
if
just
we
go
live.
to civilization. It's
We
closer.
don't know that this is just a curse. We're dealing with extra planar entities speaking to you from beyond the fucking veil. We don't know what the hell this is.
Plus, the thing can talk to you. Okay, it can talk to you. What's to say it doesn't get a little stronger and take control of you? Then that's gonna really ruin your plans, isn't it?
I do not think that any of the problems you are proposing are going to help, are going to get better the closer I go to that gate. I
Close the gate. We
apologize.
might sever the connection.
I don't like it.
We better to watch your gate, or watch your back while we head to the gate than you giving me a piggyback. You know, for the rest of the way.
Do you really think you're the problem?
I don't fucking know. We don't know shit.
Well, here's the thing: if you don't go, and Ren goes, and she's cursed, whatever happens, if it's because of you two being cursed, is going to happen, whether or not you come with us or not.
It's happening to me either way then. Doesn't matter where I am.
This way you have a chance. We have a chance. Because,
Why
like,
not
if it's
have
me and
anywhere else to
you,
go
and
back
we're not
to?
both there, then like you just deciding not to go means like you just decide to like condemn the whole world. So no pressure.
Or me going gives him the whole fucking...
I don't really know. It's kind of a
Didn't
hard
say it
call.
wanted you. I'll tell you that much. My voice didn't say it wanted you.
Can I chime in to
Did-
say something?
Please.
Sure.
So, I don't really want to go. I don't think I should. I didn't really want to. Didn't mean to get caught up in all this, but seems most important. I know you don't want to go, Redrick, but if we have the best chance, we all should go. Even if something happens, we can still try to help you. It's probably our best choice. Strength in numbers is usually the best.
You're gonna go either way, Redwood. We're gonna do what we can to help you. Question is, do you want to help yourself?
Doesn't feel like I'm helping myself by running headfirst into danger. We have no idea what's there. We have no plan. We
Agreed.
know literally nothing.
Agreed. I don't want to do it either, but someone fucking
Then
has to, right?
don't. Someone
Someone
has
has
to.
to.
Someone has to.
Frederick,
Then-
no one else is doing it.
And
That you know of.
sometimes it's better just to go in blind and not be so selfish than to not do it at all. Because if you don't, then who does?
And we need you.
You've got family, right, Roderick?
Yeah, and
You're
right
gonna leave
now
it to
I'm
somebody else.
really,
You're gonna
really
let somebody
wondering
else
whether
protect
you're
them?
okay. Oh, what?
You're gonna leave it to somebody else to save like the whole world, and just let your family die? Because that's why I have to go. I don't trust anybody else to save my brothers.
I know where my family are. They're right over there. They're like days
For now.
away.
For now.
For how long?
And I'm protecting them more by going away from them and dying,
Maybe.
jumping
We
into a
won't let that
death trap.
happen. We won't let that happen.
Just like we didn't let the Black Gate open.
What if
Yeah,
it turns out
really
that
stop
you
that.
don't? What if it turns out that you don't come with us? You try to go be with your family and save them, but you got there too late, and you could have
What if-
stopped.
What if, because you're cursed, if you go home to your family, you bring the danger to them? Sometimes the best way to protect somebody is running away.
We are throwing out a bunch of what ifs here. The only thing we know is that gate's dangerous and that they want me there, which makes me not want to be there. I'm sorry.
We also know
But we
that
don't-
Blue Guy said that the only way that we can close the gate is with you and me there because we have something attached to us from the other side. But like the fucking guy on the inn said that when he told us about the curse.
I'll leave myself out of this part, so don't include me in this. You must have some connection to these people sitting here. At least some, right? You might not admit it, because you're a stone cold bitch, I will admit that. But I can tell that there's some connection between you and these people here. And if you stay here and they go to the gate and they all die because you weren't there, that's on you. They have fought at your side for a while now. You really want them to have this last fight without you?
I don't want to split. I don't want to leave. I want you all to leave too, is the problem. I know you're not.
Man.
Rick, this is the most terrifying thing we've ever had to deal with, and I don't want to go. I really don't. But it's the right thing to do. Try. If it comes to people are dying, people are falling, I'll do everything in my power to help you get out of there as best we can. We have to try, right? For your family's sake, everyone's sake, we have to try.
We really don't, but it looks like we're fucking gonna. And I'll just like stand up and like storm off.
Eorns will take off and hover above Redrick just to keep an eye on him. Well, he wanders off, so he's not completely alone.
Was that a yes? Is he coming?
I think it was a yes.
So, I think.
Do you think the guilt trip helped? I think the guilt trip.
I think it might have.
Good.
I
Sometimes
feel
it's
like-
Good.
I feel like we more verbally beat him into submission. In a way. That
I
sounds.
wouldn't use those words with him.
In the end, we're not the ones dragging him there. We can say all we want to convince him, but we're not dragging him by his hands and feet to that gate.
It's true. He could leave whenever he wants. We can't stop him. If he tries to leave, then we just have to let him go. It's his choice. But we have to go.
I mean,
I'm gonna go. Whatever you guys decide, it's up to you. But I'm going.
the fact that he stayed and listened, maybe he wanted to be convinced to go. He didn't have to
He's
listen.
He's hard to read. He doesn't show emotions very well unless it's anger, but I think
He shows a lot of that.
Okay, we're going.
Alright, well, we have a lot of ground to cover. We should get some sleep as quickly as possible.
Yes. Agreed. I'll stay up first watch.
Stay first watch.
Okay.
Take second or last, doesn't matter.
Oh, who wants to take a watch with me? Oh, no
I'll
one? You
take
guys
a-
are... Oh, Egg, you will? Okay, go take a watch with me.
I'll take a watch, doesn't matter.
Oh, okay, fine. Fuck you then. Take a watch by myself. Fine.
I'll
think
take
we
a
should
watch
just let-
with you. I said it doesn't matter. What happened? What did I do?
She don't mind her, Egg. She's just getting up in her
First we
teeth,
have
it's fine.
Redrick upset, and now Vulcan's upset. What?
Nah, she's not really upset. She's just don't like it.
She's fine. And let's let Redrick just have his space and pray he's here in the morning.
Yeah.
I think he'll be here.
Yeah. We'll see. Hope so.
So, first things first. Regik, as you're beginning to storm off, where do you go?
It's all the same. It's just
Hills.
cracked earth and hills.
I guess, how far do you go, or what's your plan?
I'm gonna go in that valley and then over the next hill, so I'm out of visual distance, but not too far.
And as you're walking and storming off, kind of agitated that everyone kind of ganged up on you, you hear a voice inside your head. Different than before.
Great. More of them.
That's right, boy. Run. Like the coward you are. Your destiny gets farther and farther away. Every time you run. You have failed her. You have failed them. Go back to that pitiful little family that you call your own. Coward.
And you guys just like hear, because I'm not like that far away. Just like, shut the fuck up! I ain't running from shit. Just like yell like a hill or two away. Just, like, I'll pick up a rock and just like toss it.
The voice cuts off. The tone of the laugh kind of changing from a familiar tone that you recognize as an old companion of a friend of yours to that same old lighthearted, jolly giggle before it ends. You recognize the first voice being Othir.
Yeah. Interesting. I'll like sit down on the hill, I guess. Just kind of like under my breath, just like I'm not running from fucking shit. Kind of pull out like a little like book, I guess, that I have with me that I had that flower pressed into a while back. And just like turn it to that page, and then like a couple pages later there's like another one. Just kind of like look at him for a second and just say like one of those times like I'm not fucking running from shit, just like slam it shut and just like start stomping my way back over to camp.
Who's taking first watch?
Castus and I.
Okay. Eventually, as you guys are, the rest of you nod off for the evening. You two getting comfortable. Is there a fire?
I don't think we can.
No.
No wood. It's wet.
Okay. And you run into
Vision.
attempt to do so.
Yeah.
Sitting in the dark, the crackling, burning landscape still kind of around you. This eerie, dim blue light over the landscape. almost like as if a full moon shined in the air, but rather blue. All around you, you can hear the crackling of flames. You see a agitated Redrick kicking up dust, mumbling to himself as he returns.
I'll just sit down around the central point, just not say anything.
Give those demons hell, buddy.
Fucking more of them than you know. Damn it.
You look down, and your claw begins to form.
I will try not to react to that. And also try to, like, unclaw.
You look down and kind of subtly retract the claws. They don't retract.
I'll just, like, I don't know, just, like, scratch the back of my head with that hand and just, like, just kind of, like, keep it out of sight.
To you two, go ahead and make an insight check as you're just staring at Redrick.
Yeah.
Should I make a deception or something?
Natural 20.
Performance? I don't know.
If you're trying to hide
insight.
it, I would say sleight of hand, maybe? Do that.
That is
Better.
a 16 insight.
Natural 20.
There you go.
15!
Oof.
So,
So, what? Well, not necessarily. So both of you notice that he's acting really fidgety. See that he's trying to hide his hand. It was obviously like looked at it, kind of like turned it around, scratched the back of his head, and put it in his hoodie pocket. There's no claw to any of you. Just acting weird.
You all right, Red?
Huh? Oh.
You
Yeah.
okay?
No. I think is the answer there, if we're gonna be
Sure.
honest.
I mean, fair enough.
how about you some rest and just call it a night?
I don't know if I even want to sleep right now. Fucking all this bullshit.
You should try at least. You're gonna need it. We all are.
Got watch, don't worry.
Fuck it. I'll like turn over in place and just pull the fucking bedroll over.
You two make me
Angry
perception.
sleep.
Rage sleep.
Yeah, rage sleep.
Ooh, that's a nat 20.
Nice. 6.
Nice. Natural 20 for what?
I mean, with my perception, 21.
Okay.
Kind of like as I roll over, I just want to try and just like 8-claw in out a couple of times, just like under the bedroll cover.
It happens. Seems to be under your control. After you've taken your hand out of the hoodie, it's back to normal.
Oh, okay. Alright. Yep.
Oh,
But you two-
Man. We have walked our way into a hell of a fucking situation.
I know. I was not anticipating any of this in my life whatsoever. You know what I wanted to do when I grew up? I wanted to work at Aldis's tinker shop. I took over when he retired. The poor guy is like 400 plus years old. Sweetest thing. Needed help. I would have been happy just to tinker with the clocks and odds and ends. But now here I am, marching toward God knows what. I'm on the verge of death. It's just the opposite what I was expecting.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of somewhere we didn't expect to find ourselves. Seems like, anyway. From what I gather, we've all had interesting circuitous journeys through life.
You could say that. Say that a couple times.
Certainly didn't expect to be dealing with gates to other dimensions with blue fucking fire all around, but here we are.
You have to admit that the blue flame in the darkness, and it is kind of pretty. The way it's just said, the ground's kind of crackling. A little.
Go ahead and disagree with you there. Maybe just a little too much creep for me to be pretty, but yeah. To each his own.
So how many days do you have left to get over there?
To get to the gate?
Yeah.
2, 3 DM?
Yeah, it would be probably 2.5 days journey to get to the rift.
From what Velkin said about that.
Oh. Maybe we'll come across a road with some horses running around. Maybe we can borrow them from some riders who are coming nearby. Give them back, obviously, when we're done, but...
I wouldn't bet on it, but we can keep our eyes open.
How was your trip back to Hardcastle? How'd you enjoy going home?
That was great. Exactly the homecoming I had hoped for.
Oh, sorry that ended like that. I'm sure you would have liked to spend maybe a day there. That probably would have been nice.
I would have liked a lot of things to be different about that. Chiefly among them, for my parents to not be dead, but it is what it is.
Not funny.
I'll trade you. You can have.
It's not funny.
I think it's.
I'll trade you. You can have my mom. You can have her. I don't want her.
Yeah, you mentioned a couple things about that made your home life growing up sound not less than ideal. Guess what?
Yeah.
What was going on? If you don't mind me asking, you don't have to share.
Oh no, I have no problem venting about that woman.
Right before you say anything, Castus, you hear the screeching of a hawk or a large bird, and you look above you, and probably about 20 or 30 feet in the air, you can see a large bird kind of circling overhead. You can see just the kind of light of the remnants of the blue flame around you kind of shining underneath it, causing this black silhouette. What looks like a hawk, but it's making these wide loops.
I pointed out to Calder. Is that something we have to be worried about?
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna stand up and look around in every direction. See if I can see anybody nearby that it might be signaling.
I'm gonna remove my pistol and take aim at the bird just in case.
Ooh, 13.
13.
Bring it.
You don't see anything.
No, your gun's pretty loud.
But we're in
As far as I can see, you
distance,
do not see any bird keepers. Keeper of the birds.
I don't see.
The Hardcastle known for birds.
I don't know. I don't know if it's known for birds any more than anywhere else, but birds are used for tracking, and it's circling.
Yep, that's my concern. I can take it out. The report. We're kind of out in the middle of nowhere, so it'll echo. So it'll be hard to track.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd do that. How high is it?
20 or 30 feet.
Oh, it's close.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I know. I'm trying to do.
Far.
Toll the dead.
I mean, 20 to 30 feet is still pretty far. I know in terms of D&D, but in reality, if you look 30 feet in the air, it's still pretty high.
Yeah, well, I just mean in terms of
right.
range for attacks. I'm gonna.
I want to cast. I want to cast a firebolt at it.
Okay. So, who's doing what? You're tolling the dead, and Castus, you're casting firebolt at it at the same time. Roll me a D100, Castus. Toll the
shit,
dead.
shit,
Toll the
shit,
dead.
I
Is
knew
it a
it.
saving throw? Toll the dead.
It is a saving
It
throw.
is
What's the
at the
saving?
ranged
What is
spell
it?
attack. It's a ranged spell attack for
But toll the
Firebolt.
dead. Yes.
Oh, wisdom saving throw. DC 15.
Okay.
Yeah, it fails.
As an 83.
Okay.
Let's see. 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. As you cast Toll the Dead, what does it look like?
I think you see a sort of like gathering of dark energy just around the hawk as it's flying around, and almost as it kind of starts wispy from a little bit further away, and as it pulls in and gathers close to the hawk, it sort of just barely faintly almost forms the shape of a bell, and you just hear a low boom as
Okay.
it sort of pumps itself into the hawk's pool.
Alrighty, go ahead and give me a spell attack disadvantage, Castus.
Disadvantage. Oh well,
Yep.
that is feast or famine here. That's a natural 1 versus a critical 20.
Oof. So, what happens as Castus, you begin to form this spell and shoot the firebolt out at it. Go ahead and roll me the damage, Calder.
Oh, for Toll the Dead.
Toll the Dead, yeah. Is
It was
there not?
10.
It was 10.
Yeah.
So as you cast the spell, you can see the wisps begin to form above the hawk, and you hear it as loud as you remember it would be cast on the bird, doom, in your ear, and you take 10 points of necrotic damage. You do.
Oh God!
As Castus fires the firebolt into the air, you see the red flame streak, and the bird kind of dodges out of the way and flies back towards Hardcastle.
Shit.
Yeah, you see me kind of like drop low and put a hand on my head. Oh fuck!
Right?
No.
We hit.
What you did notice as the spell was being... Actually, go ahead and roll me a perception check.
6.
Yeah, so even with a 6, a little bit less. One thing you did notice is that whenever it was almost as if at the same time Cassus was channeling his spell, it seemed like your spell was struggling to be cast, and eventually, whenever you released it, and he fired the bolt, it seemed like something happened, and you took the brunt of your own spell.
I look around at the blue flames, and I look at Velkin. I think we're starting to get the fuckery with the weave. And something happened when I was trying to cast my spell at the bird. I think your casting fucked it up.
Right.
And I just turned my head, and you see like a little drip of blood coming out of my ear.
Well, that's problem 1. Problem 2 is the birds heading back to Hardcastle.
Lovely.
So, you think we should wake everyone up and get moving? Because I don't think we can stay here.
I mean, if they're back at Hardcastle and they know we're here, probably fine. Right there, we've got what? I guess at least one whole day of travel. They could be closer than that, though. I don't know.
I think we should risk moving. I know we'll be tired and running the risk of pushing ourselves too hard, but we don't know how far the people are from Hardcastle.
Yeah, you're probably right. Fuck, this sucks. Go and start waking people up.
I kind of nudge Ren. I kick Redrick. All right, everyone, we have to go. We have to go now.
Oh, I wasn't even asleep.
What's going on? What happened?
Hardcastle knows where we are, so we have to go.
What?
All right, that's a good reason, I guess. How do you know that they know we're here?
One of their
Circling overhead, and
yeah.
then it flew back towards Hardcastle.
Falcon, who's like half like out of it, like sitting ground, is like, it saw us yesterday and it didn't come after us. We're probably fine.
I think we should go though, because last day we were in a cave.
Hold the fuck on. I really, for the sake of all the gods
Really hard.
in all of our lives, I just really need y'all to quit keeping this shit to yourselves. So help me. So
Sure thing,
much is going to
Wings.
get us killed.
Sure thing. I said, sure thing, Wings. We're all keeping
Okay,
secrets. I don't
I
hear
didn't
it
know
from
about
you.
that shit either. I learned at the same time you did.
Let's just
Everyone,
move.
please, let's just move.
Whoa! And I get up and start walking.
You hear Falcon's like pulling herself to her feet. She's like, I swore I mentioned the bird last night. Could have sworn.
I'm just surprised that that's the one that broke him. Just pointing to Calder.
Just the straw that broke the camel's back. He's not even waiting. He's like 30 feet out already.
Oh, do you think he's too moody to ask for a piggyback right now?
That's very, very much so.
I'll
Just for
wait an
safety's
hour.
sake, I'm gonna throw out a mental connection to Calder, Castus, and Redrick for the duration.
Okie dokie. So,
7 hours.
how far do you guys plan on traveling?
Great question.
Excellent question.
What's it look like
And we-
after we travel for like a couple hours?
Well, you're pushing on deep into the night.
Yeah.
It is now very dark. I
Can we-
will require all of you to roll me Constitution saving throws.
Can we also attempt, as we're moving, can we try to find a better, like, more hidden place to camp?
Sure.
Like,
give
as we
me
start to get it, a couple hours out.
Sure, give me a survival check. Or perception, whichever you'd like.
And you said a Constitution saving throw?
Yes.
Okay.
No good.
10 on perception. 8 on Constitution.
Okay. Point of exhaustion, point of exhaustion, point of exhaustion.
21 on the con.
You're okay.
Hey.
Falcon,
Hey.
21.
you're also okay. Eggval,
Well,
what was it, 12?
mm-hmm.
You're okay. And Isaiah rolled 14 plus whatever his constitution is, so he's okay. You continue on. But as Calder, you begin to stomp off. You slow down your pace. You said it was a 10 on perception?
Yeah. Should I roll that at disadvantage?
No, I would say it's sort of the same time as the exhaustion starts to set in.
Okay.
That was a natural 20 on Grandfather as well, so he's going to help you with that. As Isaiah kind of sends Grandfather up like he usually does. As you're looking around, he puts his hand on your shoulder, noticing that you're slowing down a bit, and he says, "Over there." Points towards your heads towards it, and what you can see out in the distance are these charred stone ruins of maybe an old building or some sort of a fortification that has been long torn down. You can see they let some of the buildings, well, it's not buildings, but the building itself is barely even there. You can see like half of a large stone tower is kind of standing straight up, charred and blackened, but you kind of, as you get closer and closer, you can see that it is like more open than it is anything. It's just like the angle of the tower is sort of like that.
Mhm.
And then everything else is open, and there's scatterings of low stone walls and remnants of like cobblestone flooring. Whatever this fortification and or building once was probably stands 50 or so feet wide at one point, and maybe an old fort that was set up a long time ago, maybe 100 feet in width as you kind of judge the area. Somewhere you can put your back up against, essentially.
I'll I'll pat Isaiah on the shoulder. Good find. Good find. Ren, do you want to check it out? See if there's any unwelcome guests before we all move in?
Yeah. Sure thing. I'll head at it. And I'll look around, like, who else is quiet? I was Castus does a lot of sneaking with me, and he's got advantage. Castus, do you want to come with?
Roll. I can
I'm
go.
pretty tired. And then I'm just gonna say, I've already got a connection up to you and you, so we'll go check it out.
I'll just tap you on the shoulder as you walk by and say, good luck. Give you guidance.
Oh, thanks.
Anytime.
So are you guys sneaking up? Or are you?
Yes.
Yeah, stealth. At disadvantage.
Mhm.
And I have advantage, so it's a straight roll
Yes.
of. Ah,
Oh, come on.
Oh, good reactions.
Guys.
Good reactions.
Guys.
Oh, we lost.
Good
we
time.
lost Sarah. Sarah's gone.
Natural
No.
one.
9.
Oh,
Nine.
guys.
It wasn't just a natural one, it was 2 natural ones.
Oh my
Yes.
God.
Oh,
natural
wow.
one.
The chances.
But don't forget to add your D4. Could save it.
I can't actually add my psionic. Can I add my psionic necker because it was 2 nat ones? Is that just like
It's not gonna
I mean,
matter. It's
that
not gonna
one-
matter.
Yeah.
Yep. So as you all,
Damn.
you see Castus and Ren take to their stealthy stances like they usually do, and begin to approach this place. How far away would you guys say you were before you begin to stealth?
Oh. It's about
Probably from the
30.
get-go.
Wherever we found it and decided to go, probably start stealthing from there.
yeah.
It's probably about 50 or 60 feet where you could see the structure, I would say then. And as you guys begin to creep up, Renan, you look to Castus, and you begin to see that this structure, whatever it once was probably formidably built at one point in time. But just as you do, Ren, your foot falls into the dirt for a moment, and you're almost knee deep in the ground. And all of a sudden, whoosh, the flame begins to consume your leg, and Castus, you yank her out. You can see Ren's leg is on fire at this point, and you take 6 points of fire damage, Ren, as you begin to scream. Your pant leg's on fire, your leg singed.
I'm running.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the fire and the scream, I'm running.
Fucking go.
Good start to the journey.
And you look down at
Right.
the hole that she just made, and the flames begin to creep and just kind of spread over the earth before they dissipate.
One of the dangers of the fire swamp. Okay.
Now, Ren,
well,
you have like a half-charred pant leg.
it's
You're
bright
like
orange.
a hobo.
If
Okay.
you want,
Watch out for the
I think
RE.
anything that's there knows that we're here now. So sorry about that. Ow.
You all right?
Yeah. Sorry. I think there's fire, and then my leg was on fire, and now it's not. But if there's anything there, it probably knows that we're here. So.
Yeah. Let's check it out.
We're just gonna kind of like sheepishly follow.
Velkin's she's gonna like jog to catch up with Calder, but as she's running past Ren, she says, "It's a good luck for you," and then keeps running.
Damn.
So cold.
Shade.
Yeah. Yeah. Sword out, leading the way.
I guess what is it?
Following.
Well, yeah, when I end up having to catch up to Ren at some point, I'm just gonna tap her on the back, and I'll cast Cure Wounds at first level. So that's a 1d8 plus 4. I'll let you know what the amount is.
Yeah.
Okay. That should be 9, so you should be good. Yeah, that's 9.
Thanks, Egg. That's a lot better.
Fire's not too bad. Could have been worse. I can fix your pants later.
Oh, I can fix my pants. I'm a pretty good sewer, but thank you.
Oh, I don't mean so. I can fix it.
How are you gonna fix it if you don't?
We'll
Okay.
talk about it.
You can fix your pants if you want to.
I think it's a good look. I'll say with my burnt off sleeves from every time I rage.
So walking in, Evan, with see any trouble?
Give me an investigation check or
Really good at
perception.
that.
Up
Throw
to
open like
you.
Cusco. Boom,
Can
Really
I-
baby.
good at both. I'm
Can I
equally
also
good at
make
both.
an investigation?
Sure.
I'll guide myself. 13. I keep forgetting I can guide myself.
10 plus 8 for 18.
Like I said, this is this is very, very run down. This entire structure. No, the walls that you see around you are scattered. None of them stand really more than 5 or 6 feet in height, except for the tower that's kind of broken and destroyed and charred away from the main structure, a little bit farther up. Just looking around, it just seems like the earth has begun to take whatever was built here. The tower itself opened up. It kind of contains more of the old brick and stone that was made to construct the floor than the rest of this area does. The other area is kind of consumed by grass and moss. But it's very, very run down. Doesn't look like anybody or anyone or thing has made this home in a very, very long time. So just ruined keep.
All right.
An upgrade at least.
Yeah. Let's try again.
All right.
Take last watch.
Let's watch.
Okay.
I'll take one at some point. Just let me know when.
Same as well.
Go get to sleep.
Post up by the door and just kind of keep an eye out.
Okay, who's taking the first watch? Apologies.
Picking up where we left
This is
off.
colder? Yep.
Okay, both of you can give me perception checks. Fire tonight? Question mark.
No.
9.
Haha, 5. We're totally safe.
I'm rolling like shit today.
Okay, and as you guys are sitting, the rain begins again.
Oh god.
Kind of
damn it.
heavy.
Oh, this sucks.
Oh yeah. Fuck everything.
Just like rolling my shoulders, still sore from the jump.
You kind of got beat up during that jump, didn't you?
Yeah, a lot of us did.
Alright. Well,
You hear a rumble, and you feel it from beneath your feet.
Come on.
oh no.
Come on.
You kind of startle. Some of you jump awake. All of you jump awake as the earth begins to crumble
No.
beneath your feet.
No.
Start to back
All
away.
of you, as you wake up, lose sight. One moment.
That's not great.
No. It's the worst. This is the worst.
Falcon, did you cast darkness again?
None of you guys, Calder and Cassis, as you begin to see the ground kind of fall beneath your feet, you back up, wake up, and you're thinking of waking up everybody. Your vision goes black. As you can feel a presence kind of near all of you. something is moving in front of you, but you cannot see it.
I cast light on
I'm-
the sword. Does that cut
I
through the
mentally
darkness at all?
scream to Ren, "Wake up!"
I think we all woke up, right? You said.
Yes, but you all give me a second. Let me make sure. You light up your sword. No, it does not. As you hear, Kiruta! Velkin, you're the only person that recognizes this as
Son of a
Undercommon.
bitch.
Unless any of the rest of you can speak Undercommon.
No.
No.
Nope.
As you all feel a rumble.
What did that mean?
Kill them.
Ah,
And you
Yeah.
You just hear a roar from in the darkness. I'm going to take you guys to a battle map.
Was by the door. I posted up by the door.
Kenny,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
yeah.
never catch a break.
Nope.
Wanna get you-
Never catch a break.
Evan's like, I see you've shuffled through about a quarter of the shit that I piled on. Here's 200% more shit.
Oh my god. I don't think it's something. Could you imagine if it was Vulcan's like backstory and she's like, not the fucking time! Not the time!
Calder,
Hey,
just from
honey.
you being about your battle sense and you kind of being ready, whatever had just emerged from underneath you is massive. It just displaced you from your space, whatever it may be.
But I can so I have a good sense of where it is then.
It is right in front of you. You can feel the presence of this thing for sure.
Okay.
But all
assume
of
we're
you
rolling
are
initiative.
consumed in darkness. The only people that are not prone are Castus and Calder. The rest of you are prone. And they get a surprise round on all of you.
Oh, no.
So but let me get my book
Damn.
of things.
Squish, 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 squish.
Guys, we're just having the worst time.
Yeah.
We need a win so bad.
Oof.
I want to know why Drow are now involved.
Hey.
Oh my god.
Hey, this wouldn't have
Why
happened
wouldn't they be?
if we turned around and went the other direction. Just saying. Just saying.
You're not wrong. Okay. So we will roll for initiative. Go ahead if you would like.
God damn it!
I won't.
What?
I wouldn't like to.
Well, that sucks.
I'll just sit there and
Oh
sleep.
well, that sucks.
Roll
Hey,
20
hey
is
guys, we have disadvantage on this because we're exhausted. Skill check.
Oh,
Initiative.
fuck.
Is a
Initiative is
Oh,
technically a
okay,
skill
well.
check.
Anybody that is
Sure.
exhausted.
That's still low.
Oh, yeah, I'm not exhausted.
Ah! This is super duper great.
Okay. 25 to 20.
27.
Okay.
Wow! God damn!
I rolled a 14.
You roll for Isaiah too. Oh, you rolled a natural 20.
Ooh,
Wow.
wow.
Is that a minus anything?
Wow.
I don't have him pulled up, unfortunately. I had to go get it.
Oh, I can't be surprised. I have the
Okay.
alert.
Oh, you have alert. That's right.
Nice.
And if they were unseen, they do not have advantage on attack roll.
Against you, right?
Correct. So you're the
I
only
forgot
person
I had
who gets
that
to go
feat.
during this first round.
Yeah. Shit. Okay, now I gotta figure out what I'm doing.
You're probably going first.
Okay, Isaiah rolled a natural 20. Where did he go? 1,000 tabs later. He is right here. His initiative is a +0.
Nice. Nice.
20 to 15.
Excellent. Fantastic.
Yes, I love that. 15 to 10.
13.
This is the worst.
So I have, by the way, it's Velkin 27, Isaiah 20, Ren 13.
And Echo
10 to
11.
5. Oh, I got 11. 10 to 5.
I've
Oh, I have an 8.
Really?
I have an 8.
Okay.
Okay. And I wasn't exhausted. I just rolled really bad.
Okay. And Calder.
4.
Okay. That should be that. That should be that.
Wait 2 full
Yes.
rounds before I get to guess.
Pretty much. Okay. So, Velkin, you are indeed the first one to act. So what you see in front of you is something that you've never seen before in your life. This is indeed a drow, but he seems to be mutated in some sort of way. He is humongous, almost giant-like in form, as he stands about 7.5 feet tall, very wide and bulky, the muscles just bursting out of his hide armor, kind of with this mismatch of like black and yellow fur. He wears this helm on his head that's made of these 2 large horns, his long white scraggly hair kind of falling over his face as he roars, holding this massive morning star in his one right hand, just yells. That's the only thing you see immediately, surrounding your entire party. What do you want to do?
Sorry, my dog's barking. Leo, stop. I'm going to say, fuck sakes, and he's going to try to cast blindness deafness.
Okay.
It is.
What is
For which
the?
one?
It's a con save.
Okay. That is going to be a 17.
That beats it by 1.
Yep.
Damn.
And then she doesn't want to separate herself, so she will. She'll hold her.
Okay. You are still prone. Did you want to stand up?
Oh yeah, stand up.
By the way, the darkness that is surrounding all of you, let me see my ruler, if you guys can see this, is this entire area here. You are surrounded in
Cool.
darkness. So, the way I usually do darkness spells is that you will roll a d20, and that's going to determine the direction that you go, kind of exits, depending on what you decide to do. So that's going to end your turn, Velkin.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The next one to go is the one that's sort of outside of the darkness. Actually, I forgot to pull Ook in here. I always forget to pull Ook in here.
Yeah, pull him in. Pull him in.
Come on, Ookie. I love how I can just type in ape and bring in an ape. Great. Got him. There he is. Okay. Is this gentleman's turn? Let me see what he can do. Anything cool? Oh, yes, he can. So, anything cool? Yeah, why not? Cool. This gentleman is going to rush into the darkness here. And he's going to make 2 short sword attacks on you. So Redrick, as you're kind of waking up still on the ground, you hear the pads of feet as 2 attacks against you. So
Oh, good.
first one,
Breakfast of Champions. Short sword.
That is going to be a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
And the second one is going to be a 25 to hit. 24 to hit, sorry.
Weirdly, that one doesn't.
Okay,
No.
so... let me get my D6s out here. Where'd they go? There's my D6. There it is. So, for the first one, you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Alright.
Plus 10 more points of poison damage.
Ow!
As you feel
Ow.
this gripping pain kind of seep into your veins. You can look down and you can see this purple. Your veins are beginning to turn like this black purple color. And the second one, you are going to take 7 points of piercing damage and 6 more points of poison.
Alright. Great. Good stuff.
That is going to end his turn.
Super solid.
Next is going to be the mutated drow. He's going to make 2 massive swings with his Morning Star. You just hear him roaring. 2 massive swings. First is going to be you, Calder.
Why not?
That is going to be an 18 to hit.
Just hits.
Okay.
Beats it, baby.
Ooh, I need my D8s. I love D8s. Speaking of. Oh, yeah. You're going to take 16 points of piercing damage as this
Holy shit.
impact you just takes the breath out of you. And the next one's going to be against you, Cassis.
Oh, great.
That's going to
time
be a
Cassis is
20,
taking damage.
a 23 to hit.
Oh, that just hits.
That is going to be 16 points of piercing damage.
Oof a doof.
As this
Man.
thing,
Doof.
you just get blasted, almost knocked to your feet by a massive smack right to your chest. As this thing is just swinging wildly, you're not really too sure what just hit you, but it was something very large.
Oh.
And this gentleman is going to move over here. Hmm. Sure. He is going to cast Fly on himself.
Oh, sure, why not?
And he is going to take to the air. This gentleman is probably going to go about... Let me see. Probably go about 40 feet. Let me make sure that's correct. What is that? Yeah. Actually, he'll go the whole... Yeah, 40 feet. He'll go up 40 feet. So he just begins to rise up into the air. Not that you guys know this. All right, that's going to take it to the top of the initiative round. Velkin, you see this massive drow, like nothing you've ever seen before, mutated by some sort of either magic or experiment, has made this massive creature appear out of nowhere. But it is your turn. You're muted.
Muted.
Thank you. This is the round everybody can act on, right?
Yep.
She's going to stay within the drow. She's not leaving the drow's area. She's gonna go over to Calder and kind of help him to his feet. But as she does, you're gonna feel adrenaline start coursing through you, and she's gonna cast haste.
Oh. I'll
Shit.
She's gonna say, "Remember, you're the brawn. Let's go."
My breathing just like. Just like speeds up a little bit. My eyes go a little wide.
Yeah, and that's her. That's her.
Okay. All right, if that's everything, we're gonna have Calder hasted here. Give you a little clock. How about the clock? That's a good thing.
Yeah.
It is
that
going to be
fits.
Isaiah's turn, and Ook. Oh, what does he want to do? Yes.
Yes.
He no longer has a battle axe. Maybe he does. Does he still have a battle axe?
He lost the
He
hammer.
does. He lost the hammer. Right. So, what is going to happen is he going to take out the old axe that he used to use, and he is going to make an attack with it at the big guy. So, let me see. Isaiah has a +7 to hit. It's a 13. Well, that'll just miss as he swings down. The massive drow just catches Isaiah's arm, throws him back down.
Oh, no.
Does he have bonus actions? It's gotta have bonus actions, right, guys?
I think he usually uses that for
Branding smite.
No, I was gonna say grandfather's little pew. Pew pew.
Pew.
Pew pew pew.
It might not be a bad idea. His clap back. Sure, we'll have that happen. We'll have grandfather go fly off and try to hit him. That'll be an 18. That'll hit. A D4. So that's gonna be 4 points of
Force damage.
force damage to this guy here. His grandfather, as he's kind of flying up, you see it smack the drow as it just kind of moves his head just a little bit on the impact. That's going to end him. Ren.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to, so I can't see anything, but I can sense this thing in front of me. So I'm going to stand up, kind of like scramble back and disengage
Okay.
at the same time. So I think I can get 15 feet. So am
As
I
soon as
still
you step out, you lose sight of everything inside.
okay? Oh, but I couldn't see anything inside either, though, right?
Correct.
Right. Okay. All right. So I just see like a blob of darkness now.
Yes. As you
All right,
step
do I
out, you kind of.
Don't shoot me.
Do I see that asshole flying?
If you moved over just about 5 more feet in his direction, yes. Well, no, because he's
Really?
flying. He's 40 feet in the air, so yes, you'd be able to see
Yeah.
him.
Okay.
You can see this rather. He's dressed in rather flamboyant colors. His cloth that he wears is kind of this olive, but very bright green. It's kind of flowing in the wind. He wears this dark purple cape, but underneath it has this like layer of crimson. Long, flat, straightened white hair. He carries this massive staff with him that has what looks like a giant, maybe a spider in a way, and this beautiful red belted sash that kind of flows down among his golden trimmed boots. But he seems to be holding some sort of a pose up there. You're not too sure what he's doing.
Okay. I'm going to summon a dagger and I'm going to shout up to him, "Excuse me," and then throw it. And as I throw it, I'm going to say, "Is this violence strictly necessary?" That will be a 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay.
I was like, what? He goes,
No, he may have shield that he can cast.
yeah.
And there's no way for me to have sneak attack damage on that. That fucking sucks. Okay. Hello. Big old 2 plus 4 is 6 damage.
6 points of damage.
6 points of psychic damage.
As you throw the dagger, you see it as it impacts. It almost looks like it like would find purchase, but as it does, it kind of like stabs him, but then disappears, and you see him go, "Ah!" Then he looks towards you, these dark, crimson eyes staring at you as he begins to reach his hand out towards you.
Oh no.
I'm down to talk. That's my turn.
All right, Eggball.
Just a question. The darkness didn't dissipate when he got hit.
It did not. So actually, it's not you, Egg. Sorry, it is the warrior's turn. Who is behind Redrick?
He's gonna assassinate Redrick. Yeah,
He
go
might.
ahead, do it.
Oh lordy.
I think he's going to actually shift around here, as Velkin clambers up.
I'm already at half HP if it makes you feel any better.
Yeah, same.
I'd like to hear.
That doesn't make me feel any better.
No,
Not at all.
I feel
We're
great.
we're having fun here, guys.
Okay, so as he rolls around, he's going to take one slash at you, Redrick, as he runs past and kind of gives you an uppercut. Pretty much thinking he's going to finish you with this slice as he runs past you.
Don't forget it has advantage. 'Cause I'm prone.
Yes, sir. 16 plus.
It hits.
Yeah, so 23 to hit.
It hits.
So you're going to take 6 points of piercing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And 9 points of poison damage.
Mm-hmm. I'm still up.
Wow! You just get nicked right on the side of the throat. You can just feel this searing burn. As he pulls up to you, Velkin, he kind of stops for a moment. His eyes go wide. As he's gonna reach, lash out at you.
Yep. Had a feeling.
He rolled really low. A 9 to hit. I'm
No,
assuming that misses.
that
It
misses
seems
even
like-
for Velkin.
Yeah, so like it seems like whatever he noticed about you, it kind of threw him off. As you just, the sword comes close to your chest as it kind of cuts some of your clothing.
Oh, come on, we're going to attack each other? I thought we're friends, we're brethren, I'll play into it for this once.
That's going to end his turn. Eggball.
The big old dude in the middle. How tall did you say he was?
About 7.5 foot.
Oh boy! He
But
might
he
as well
is
just be my
massive in
drow
space.
brother.
But he stands
Um,
much wider than you do.
Hmm.
You are even looking like you'd have to turn your head to kind of see his entire torso compared to yours.
I look like a toddler in comparison to him. I feel like size wise. All right. Then maybe never mind for that. So main action, I'm gonna go out for a yeah, for right now I'm gonna go out for a main action. I'm going to action two-handed longsword strike toward Mr. Biggin over there.
Okay, go ahead.
Mr. Bacon.
Mr. Biggin. Fucking natural one. He's too thick.
Yeah, so as you that's exactly what happens. So as you go to slice into him, it just finds purchase, and it just, you see a little streak of blood kind of begin to pour down where the sword was, and as you remove it, he just seems unfazed and sort of in this massive rage that has consumed him. Anything else?
That's problem. I think shit. What is it? Bonus action. I will give bonus action Calder. You feel a warmth in your pocket. You have a
Okay.
bardic inspiration to use if you'd like.
Hey, thanks.
You've peed your pants.
Anything else? Ed?
I think I'll stay where I am. I feel comfy here.
Okay. It is now the mutated Drow's turn.
Oh.
This massive morning star whoosh, you just hear him roaring, trying to cut through this party here. The first one is going to be on Isaiah. That is going to be a 22 to hit. That's definitely going to hit.
And Ook still pose disadvantage
He will.
under these
Actually,
circumstances.
Look at you. Smarter than me. Second
Trying
one
to
it would be
live.
a 13 plus. Yeah, it's still gonna hit. Let me see. 13. Yeah, even if you get cast shield, I think it's gonna hit anyway. Oh well. Let me see. That is a. Yeah, it's still going to hit. Barely, but it hits. So Isaiah, you're going to take. Oh boy! Oh boy!
Oh boy.
Oh boy!
Oh, bollocks.
Oh bollocks.
Says Isaiah in his classic accent.
Classic Isaiah.
Okay, Isaiah, you're going to take 14 plus 2, 16. That.
Eat balls.
Alright, that's going to be that attack, and the next one's going to be against you, Egbal.
Okay.
Oh.
That is going to be a 19 to hit.
That hits.
Great.
Damn it.
You will take 15 points of piercing damage as you just feel this massive morning star slam into your stomach as you feel the spikes of it just kind of dig in deep, and he pulls out and you can see from your wound just begins to seep blood.
So I was gonna say, as he goes to hit me in the stomach, I'm just gonna tighten and I'm gonna use Stone's Endurance to try to take as much of the hit as I can.
Okay.
The fuck is it?
How
Whatever.
powerful are Eggbal's abs? That's what this roll is determining.
Fucking shit! That was a 1. So
Very powerful
so
abs.
I reduced that by
Not
3.
very
So that's
powerful now.
I take 12 points instead of 15.
Yep.
It's all that cooking.
Yeah,
Exactly.
That's
I've
going
gone
to
bad.
end our massive friend's turn. It is now Redrick.
Fucking shit.
Bloody beaded cut.
Gotta like get up. I'm like blind. I'll stand up from prone, half my movement. And then for a second, like you see him just like, what the fuck? And like kind of like his arm almost turns to a claw for like half a second, but then he like catches himself and like it goes back, and he'll pull out 2 daggers instead, which he's had this whole time, but just like, hasn't used them. And I will make some attacks with those.
Okay.
Trying to keep that beast
Disadvantage.
All right. Yes, disadvantage because I can't see. Honestly, he doesn't even know who he's swinging at, so I'm just gonna hit random one of the 2.
Okay.
Probably the big guy, I would hope.
Well, if it's the big guy, would it be a straight roll since
Still
he's flanked?
disadvantage. It's still disadvantage because he's technically blinded.
But the creature
Well,
is
yeah.
also blinded.
I thought they canceled out because there's disadvantage for blinded, but then advantage for flanked.
Okay, go ahead, straight roll.
Hey.
If you're attacking the large one.
I'd probably attack the other one, so that conversation didn't need to happen at all. But
I tried.
I will go reckless. I will go reckless, so that I will have a normal roll. So let's see that. That first one is a 16 to hit, I believe. Oh no, 19.
19 will hit.
Math. All right. Sorry, I haven't used these daggers much. So then that will be. Ooh, 7 damage.
7 points of damage.
Alright, second one
Who has the potions, by the by?
is a 20 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright.
Not me.
5 damage.
Hey.
And then bonus action offhand, because I have 2 daggers.
Redrick's out here wild.
Yeah. Daggers, storm. All right.
I think he
that
does more
one-
damage with the
That's
daggers.
what I'm saying. All right, a 12 to hit.
That'll miss.
All right.
As you feel it ting slam off of something hard and metallic.
And that's my turn, I guess.
Yeah, all you hear is
You know what? I have no idea what's going on. I'm gonna just try and back away from this guy.
Okay.
So I'll take a step this way. I
You will
can't
take
see
an
anything.
attack of opportunity from both of those individuals.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So from the large gentleman, that is going to be an 18 to hit.
All right, that'll do it.
Swatted like a ball.
Yeah, exactly. This is gonna bring me down, almost certainly.
13 points of damage.
Yep, I'm
piercing
down.
damage. Even half?
I'm gonna.
It's not has. I'm not raging.
Oh, right, you're not.
Yeah.
You were slammed.
Yep.
Can I? TM question. So Sentinel does not specify that I have to be able to see the target to do that, but I could see how that could be a thing. Can I do the Sentinel attack as it's attacking Redrick?
You can attempt to. Disadvantage would be imposed.
Sure.
You can still feel the kind of, just in your senses of being in fights like this, can gauge it.
Okay. 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Nice. I just forgot everything all at once. Here.
How'd you paladin?
It's a
I'm
stressful
stressed
day.
out. I'm stressed out. 7 plus 5. 12 points of damage.
12 points of damage. Okay. And that doesn't that stops his attack, correct? Is that how that works?
I
Or does
don't
he
think
still attack
so.
Redrick?
I think he still attacks. It's just
after.
I get to attack him.
Yeah, exactly. So
It
Redrick,
stops
as you
his
step back,
movement. If he was moving,
Yeah.
is what it does.
Yeah. and you are now. You fall to the ground. The
Wake
big
up
thud.
and go right back to sleep. All right.
I love it. Anything else? Dead person.
Yeah, I got you. No, that's it.
Okay. So that's gonna end red. So then it's going to be Castus is the next one.
Okay, well, he hears Redrick screaming and thudding, but he has no idea where he is, so he's gonna.
Oh, did you
only
go
thing he
down?
can do.
Yeah.
He's down.
He's down.
And no one can see
And-
anything.
This is the worst.
I'm gonna back up, and since he did his reaction, I can just back up. Am I out of the darkness now?
You are.
All right, I'll look up. I'll look around and see flying fucknut up there.
You see him kind of
And-
extending a hand out towards Ren. As you kind of like look behind you, you see her bracing
All right,
herself.
well,
Just like, can we just talk?
I'll be like, oh, no. So I'm going to fire.
No.
Shot,
You
no.
can't.
Oh,
No, that's Ren talking to the flying guy.
I know. Castus just comes out. No.
no. 14.
14. That will. He'll cast shield. So as you fire, you see him briefly kind of notice what you're about to do, and you kind of see him rub his hand up against his entire body as you just hits this arcane barrier. You can see the shimmer kind of flash in the air.
Okay, fire again. This time I'm going to spend a grit for forceful shot, for violent shot.
Okay.
All right. Okay, that is a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right, so it is 2d10 plus 3. Da-da-da-da. Ooh. That is 17. Plus that's 20 points of piercing damage as I just unload another round into him.
20 points.
And I should note that these are non-lethal, avoiding center mass, so hitting like shoulders, arms, kind of just.
All right,
not
I'm gonna see if he
hitting chest.
maintains concentration on fly. Which he does. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to bonus action second wind because I'm hurt. So it is 1d10 plus 5. Oh, that's 8 more points of healing I do upon myself.
So as you kind of, as he blocks the one shot, you kind of roll around and you just grit your teeth a little bit. Yeah! And you fire this other one, it hits him square in the chest. You see, oof, as he floats back a little bit, and his focus now kind of shifts towards you.
Great. Okay. You know what? I think I'm just gonna have to do it. I'm gonna action surge. I'm gonna fire again.
Okay.
Blast
Alright.
his ass out of the sky.
Blast.
Good. That is an 18 to hit.
That will hit.
All right.
Oh, yeah, it'll hit.
That is
That's a
10 more points of piercing damage.
Okay.
All right.
The other one.
One more shot.
Smacks him
Alright.
right into the side.
Concentration
ahead.
check.
That'll be a 16 plus.
All right. Final shot is 20. That's a 24 to hit. 24. Yeah, 24 to hit.
That hits.
All right, and that's another 8 points of piercing damage. As I'm just
Yeah, baby.
As you unleash, as you unleash these shots, you blast one. He catches with the shield. The other two, and see he's like kind of floating, in air. Natural 20 on his concentration check, so he's still flying. You can see the hair kind of dripping. His face. He's holding the staff limp in his hand, but his eyes quickly shoot up towards you after your last shot.
okay. That is the end of my turn.
Okie dokie.
Burn
It
down.
is.
Yeah.
What is your dexterity, Calder?
Just my
Let's
like
roll
the
before.
the
Just-
modifier or the skill.
Just
like-
your skill.
9, I think.
So the mage that gets to go first. So he is going to.
Oh.
Yes.
Yeah, I think he's going to cast this at. Yeah. So let me just make sure I got what's going on here. I don't have a nice
Oh,
dice.
you said we needed a win. I don't know if this is the one.
Okay,
You know-
cast this as you see him after you shoot your final shot. Feel pretty confident that this guy
Shoot your-
should not be
Shoot your
moving,
shot, bro.
and his eyes kind of shoot up towards you, and you see him reach out and he whispers something. You can see this purple crackling energy begin to form in his hands, and he just goes "Ah!" and releases this massive lightning bolt towards you. So I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, come on. Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me. Don't fuck me. Ooh, that's good. 18?
Okay.
No, that's saving throw. Never mind. 18, yeah.
Yes. Okay. You save, so you're gonna take half of this.
Good luck, buddy.
Oh.
12. You take 33 points of lightning damage. As you're just blasted with this light. You're just
That-
shocked.
Is that
That
half
halved?
already?
That is halved, yes. He
Jesus.
cast it at a very
Whoa.
high level.
That's not great. I'm still standing, but not great.
And that is
We're
going to
having
be
TPK.
the end of his turn.
Let's go. Wow.
My heart is
You're
beating so
lucky.
fast right
You're
now.
lucky.
This
So-
is fucked up.
That is going to end his turn. Calder.
Shit, we should have taken our chances with the hawk.
No.
God. Okay. Assuming we're still using legacy rolls until you have time to check and approve and stuff.
Yes.
First action, I will use to do. I'll use like my hasted action to bamf out the wings.
Okay.
Question: can the two in the darkness see me, or are they also blinded?
You're not sure.
Well, it matters. If they can see me, then they have to make a saving throw.
Okay, they can.
They can't see me. Okay, so
can.
charisma saving throw for both of them.
Okay.
Can't be that charismatic.
Yeah, you're ugly. For the mutated draw, you rolled really low. 6 for him, and the other one is rolled a little bit better. 17 for the warrior.
Okay. So the big one then is frightened of me until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
And then, boy, I can't see anybody, so that like kind of fucks most of my spells. I'm just gonna. I guess I'm gonna just toss my bonus action out the window and use my regular action to attack. Let me double check something real fast. Okay. All right. Attacks at disadvantage, correct? Yeah.
Yes,
Straight roll for flanking.
Yeah, if you're attacking the big one.
Yeah. Son of a bitch. Let's hope he's easy to hit because he's big. Math 15
That
to
hits.
hit. Oh yeah. All right.
Yeah, dude.
yeah, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's sick. I'm gonna put a smite in that.
You're gonna need it.
I know.
I love this. He goes, "We're gonna TPK." I love players like that. Just desperate dance. Worried warts over here, man.
Oh my god, the worst roll of all time.
Yeah, now I'm getting to him.
Jesus H. 8 plus hold on. 13 points of damage.
Okay, 13 points of damage.
Oh wait, no. 18 points of damage
Okay.
for the extra 5 for necrotic trap.
Yep. All right.
The 15 to hit again.
That hits.
It's just gonna be a normal one. Can't blow my whole load in one go. 9 points of damage.
And 9 points of damage.
And
Okay.
you're welcome, by the way, because he would have done that to you. He would have shocked you instead.
Oh yeah, appreciate it.
Oh, her.
Ren would have been a little pile of dust over there.
Eh?
Close enough. You take these massive swings, Calder. You release the wings, and for a moment, it seems like the darkness kind of dissipates around you. Before the wings kind of seem to bring it back in, and it becomes. If darkness could get darker, that's what happens when Calder's wings emerge at this point. And you lay into this massive drow with 2 massive strikes. The first one kind of igniting with the silver flame, causing the giant man to turn around and kind of back up for a moment as you jab another thing or another stab right into his gut and rip out the blood. Kind of just these evil look upon your face. You can see he's wounded. You can see the purple blood kind of pouring from his wounds. His eyes wide. Anything else?
No, I don't know. I'll just kind of like give him one of these since he's frightened of me, just to fuck with him a little bit.
Okay. That's
He
going to
runs
end your
away.
turn.
Yes, sir.
All right, Velkin, you are up.
Okay, I'm muted. Okay, I thought I was. Velkin is going to tighten the glove on her wrist, and she's going to hold it out towards the big one, and she's going to use the melee fire attack on it.
Okay.
That's a 20.
That'll hit.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah, nat 20.
Oh, let's go.
Okay, so it's 2d.
Knocked the shit out of him.
Okay, first roll was an 8. And this was a... So, 8 plus 7.
15.
15 points of fire damage.
15 points of fire damage. Is this with the gloves? Is this what this is with, or?
Yeah, it's the melee attack on the gloves.
Yeah. Okay. So as you reach out, you kind of grasp onto this massive drow's arms and just release the flames. You can see it just kind of burn up and onto the side of his face. You can see this hair kind of ignites for a moment before he puts it out. Takes 15 points of fire damage. Anything else?
She's going to then miss here. She's. She's in a bam.
Okay. Misty Step. Do they get an attack of opportunity when you do that?
No.
I didn't think so. Okay, so you kind of tap or bring out your pocket watch, right? That's what you carry, and you tap it twice, and before you do, you mutter the words of the spell. Poof out. You can see this drow had just released sort of like this smoldering smoke kind of coming from his fingertips. As you can tell, he just released some massive spell towards Cass. As you can see him, he's wounded, kind of trying to keep himself up as best as he can in the air. Anything else?
Yeah, can she yell something?
Sure.
She's gonna yell to the one flying and say, "Does your spell book on you?" And she's like looking at the damage that the cast is.
Face turns to you. You can see his eyes go wide. Almost like in fear, in a way. Isaiah. Let me see. Yeah. So, he is going to cast Cure Wounds on you, Redrick. You can see him.
Be able to see him.
Well, what's funny enough. Let me see, to be exact.
I know Cure Wounds.
I don't
Touch.
think it
Cure Wounds is
says it,
touch,
but-
so
It's touch. Yeah, I believe it's touch.
It's touch.
Presentation, verbal and somatic touch. Creature you touch regains number. Yeah, it's just touch. So, Redrick, from the ground, you feel a hand touch you. Let me see here. Okay. I keep losing my D8s. They're hiding from me. Here's one. Okay. 11 plus 3. So you're gonna get 14 points of healing back from Isaiah. Come on, buddy. It's not over yet. And I think he's going to have Ook try to pummel this gentleman here. So Ookie Poo.
Pookie pookie.
Will miss. As you can see the ape just beginning to pound on him, but it just seems to have no effect against this massive drow. That's going to end his turn. Ren.
Okay. All right.
Take him out into the ring.
kick him out.
Saw that. Standing at 5'4", 90 pounds.
Run.
All right. So I can see Castus smoking and steaming. This motherfucker just got distracted by Velkin's shout. So Rin's gonna not that far, just roll over this way, duck behind this wall, and try to hide.
Give me a cell check.
Come on, dice. Come on, good. Okay. Plus, what is that plus? With my new proficiency. Okay, so that, dirty 20.
Okay, using your friend's distractions, you think you're pretty hidden.
Okay, all right, so I'm going to take an attack with advantage.
Yep.
Cool.
What's the range on your attack, by the way? Because he is 40 feet in the air.
It's 60 with the daggers. So if I can still move 15.
You probably have to move pretty far up, yeah.
Can I?
40 feet directly?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so you go ahead. Easy enough.
I can move 5 more feet if I need to. But
yeah, I would say so, because it's still at an angle. But
Yeah.
I'm not too strict on the ranges and
okay.
stuff like that, so...
I'll hop up that way.
Yeah,
Right.
it's too much for me.
I pop.
Go ahead.
Okay, so that is going to be with advantage. What is my attack? Okay, so it's 18 to hit.
That hits.
Sneak attack.
Take
Okay.
him out. Take him out.
Bring this
Right.
floating bitch down.
Trying. And I think it's 3 now. It is 3 now. Okay, so. Oh, cool. That's okay. All right, so 8, 11 plus 16 plus 20 points of damage.
20 points of damage. You throw the dagger, and it impacts right in his neck. You see it, and as he's looking at you, Velkin, this fear in his eyes, you see this green dagger kind of impact, and you can see him. And as the green kind of fades, you see this purple blood begin to pour from his eyes and his ears, and he just falls. And
Velkin does a little wave to him as he falls.
the darkness disappears.
Hell yeah.
Castus is just going to hear in his head, really quietly. Do you think he's dead?
Oh, I'll respond on my turn.
His arms all he's just turned around, legs sticking in the air, crooked.
You hear bones
Spell,
snap
yeah,
as he
yeah.
hits the ground.
He goes, I'm
feet.
dying.
Velkin's like, oh, fuck yeah, new spell book, let's go!
It's just
All of
having
you
a
now
crisis
see
of conscience.
These two remaining drow, the one standing 7.5 foot tall, massive in width, dressed in these odd-looking leathers with this white fur, this massive horned helmet, which looks like blackened horns. You're not too sure what kind of a creature these may have come from. The disheveled white hair covering his light violet skin. You can see some purple nicks and blood kind of seeping from the wounds as he kind of has this open, bare chest, just ready to kill all of you. You can see the anger and rage of battle in his eyes still. The other one's more ornately dressed. He carries this black shield. Kind of looks like a crest in a one way, shape, or form. Kind of outlined with silver, has these beautiful little rivets, and in the center is a massive silver spider. The armor that he wears is similar. Looks like some sort of mail. He has a top knot kind of tied tight with his white hair with two kind of strands that flow down the side of his face, and this short sword that he kind of carries is very thin and pristine, and he seems to be dancing around Regic's body at will. But that is the image that you see now. That is going to be the end of your turn. Okay. It is now the warrior's turn.
Now that the darkness is down, being able to meet his fearful eyes. There you are. Hear the multiple pitches going around.
And as you charge in, this one goes to meet your blows.
Hey, I'm up now. Can I make an opportunity
Hey.
attack? Hey, I'm prone, but that can be disadvantage or something.
This is disadvantage.
Okay.
Yep.
Oh fuck! Foot stabber's back.
I'm gonna use the claw for this.
That's pretty good, Liam. That's pretty good.
Okay.
I'm glad you
That's
liked it.
13.
13 will miss. As he just kicks your hand out of the way as you're kind of waking up, and you can see the claw beginning to emerge on your hand. Anything else for your little opportunity attack?
No, that's it.
Okay, so he's moving to you, Redrick, Calder, as you are running up to slay the mighty drow over here. He's going to step in front of you, and he's going to take 2 swings at you. The first one is going to be that's cool. 18 to hit.
Miss.
Okay. The first one, I think it's more or less him getting his sword in front of yours as you go to swing. Ting! He jabs it out, and then as he does, he kind of whirls it around and tries to do a slash as you jump back, and you meet his eyes. He's going to take another stab at you. This one's going to be less than that. That's going to be a 16 to hit this time.
Okay. Yeah,
And,
so just with... Because that 18 normally would have hit, but the haste gives me the +2.
Yep.
So just with kind of a supernatural speed, just blocking
Yeah,
the
2
hits.
large parries. You can see him just kind of give you a laugh. That is going to end his turn. It is now going to be Eggvol.
Okay.
Yay!
Eggy Wags.
All right. So I think as my action, now I can see the big ol' thick man. I am
Thick boy.
going to look toward him, and I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers in a language that no one can understand. I'm going to say, you tried to become more giant than man, but you'll never be capable of having a tan. And I'm going to be casting this at 3rd level.
Thank God no one can understand you.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I say it basically to myself. So he needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
And I will be rolling 5d6 psychic damage.
And we're all thinking like, wow, he must have said something.
That is a
profound.
failure with a 10.
It is. So let's see what these four.
Wow.
Okay. 6, 9, 12, 13. And then I'll roll 1. That's 18 points of psychic damage. Not only that, but they must immediately use its reaction if available to move as far as its speed allows away from me.
So
The creature doesn't move into obvious ground. Yeah.
do we all get opportunity attacks as he tries to run?
Let me see. Probably. I don't see why not.
Probably.
Where's he heading?
Reaction. That's the question. Anything 1 through 10, he's heading towards Velkin. Anything else, he's heading towards Ren and Cassis.
Oh no.
And 11. So let me see what exactly his speed is. Yep, I thought so. And we'll go here. 40 feet away from you. Did you see? As he just begins to scream manically, running past you, Cassis, towards you, Ren. So go Calder, Eggfall, and Isaiah, and Redrick, I guess. No, you already used
And
your reaction.
Redrick took it, but Ook and cast us.
Yes.
You
Fuck
got.
my voice.
Isaiah.
This is what I was waiting for.
I have my gun's empty, so I
You
got.
gotta. You can't use that for opportunity attacks anyway. But if you have a dagger or something,
Yeah.
Yeah, but I have a dagger.
Isaiah rolled a 1 in his damage dice. So that's
I'm actually gonna hold on. No, I'm gonna hold on to my reaction just in case.
Ook.
17 to hit.
That'll hit. Ook rolled a natural 1. Game
I rolled
over.
a 22 two-handed.
That hits.
Wait, it's actually it's almost my turn, so I'm gonna just go ahead and do that then.
You know what? No, don't.
Here.
Don't. I'm gonna lock him down. So he won't get to you anyway.
Okay.
That's
Evan's like, God damn.
Well, yeah. Hold on. Are you using Sentinel? Is that what you plan on doing?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that.
Okay.
wait. What? What?
You might not be getting an opportunity attack.
Well, everyone still gets to do that, right? Because it's simultaneous. It's reactions to him.
If you're going to be
Or is-
using Sentinel, I would say the opportunity attacks of everybody else are kind of denied because you are forcing him to
I'll
stay
let
in
him
that
go, then.
space. Okay.
I'll let him go.
Try to see if I
You can still
get
make an opportunity attack.
Yeah. I rolled really bad, but yeah.
Okay. Egg.
7 points of slashing for me.
Okay.
16 hit.
It does.
Oh, I have to actually get a D4 out. Hang on a second. D4,
Dig deep for the D4s.
Alright, you little bastards.
Okay, pointy.
Ready? Ha! Ooh, that's a big fatty 4 points.
Nice.
Hey, 4 points.
Awesome.
As he begins to scream and stomp away, all of you take your swings at him. You can see him just kind of covering and taking the blows as he runs
Yeah. Death by
in the
1,000
opposite
cuts.
direction. Death by 1,000 cuts. Anything else, Egg?
Do you still have your inspiration, Calder?
Yeah. Are we? So did Isaiah miss his opportunity? Him and Ook?
No, he hit 5. Ook rolled a natural 1. Or
Okay, it was
for
6
5
points
damage.
for me.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Okay. So what is it? So you still have a wump in your pocket, Calder, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Well then, I baha.
You said that's a D8, right?
Yes, that's correct. And if you use it, whatever you roll, you also heal that amount as well. I don't have anything for bonus action. I think I'm gonna shimmy and shake my way through here. And that's my twin.
Does he still have to make another wisdom saving throw? Is it the beginning or end of his turn for his fear?
It's just
Calder.
until the end of my next turn.
Okay.
So
he is still fearful of you, correct?
correct. Yeah.
Okay, well, that's going to have him go in one direction.
Sorry,
As he
Ren.
kind of just shakes his head. He looks around. As he comes, kind of steps on one of the walls and just crushes underneath his foot.
On the bright side, his attacks are at disadvantage
They are
because he can
indeed.
see me.
So, 2 Morningstar attacks coming your way. First one is going to be natural 1. And the
Yes.
second one is going to be an 18 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. So, let me see here. That is going to be 8 plus 13, 17 points of piercing damage.
Wow.
Uncanny dodge.
As he steps on this wall and it crushes underneath his foot. He slams onto the ground as you dodge out of the way and kind of give it a roll as the Morningstar kind of slams into the dirt, causing him to rip it back out. This time he side swings you as you kind of spin and take the hit, kind of sending you into a whirl as you kind of stop yourself and you look at him up in his menacing eyes. Okay, that's going to be his turn. Frederick.
All right. Redrick kind of like wakes up and you see that there's a bit of like this sort of feralness to him again as he was unconscious for a second and kind of just like kind of tries to claw out, and you see as he does the claw like transformation on his hand just continues all the way up his arm and all the way up his other arm as he's gonna enter a rage again. And just kind of like not even fully stand up. I'm gonna leave prone, but he's just like claw, like run and like dive and try and like pounce on this guy with the claws. So I will make me attacks.
Okay.
All right. Now let me double check how the claws work. It's been a while since I used them.
2 sessions ago, but yeah.
No, that was the bite.
Oh, okay.
And I think I got the bite like the last 3 times. But anyway,
How dare you?
I know.
Cannibalism and
me,
talking
my own character.
Alright, so I get
Posh.
3 attacks when I have the claws out, now that we're level 5.
Ooh.
And
Nice.
they're all going to be reckless. Or no, they won't, because I'm right across from Calder.
Correct.
So... Alright, I'll do them reckless.
All right.
No.
No, I'm doing it. It's
He said
happening.
it. He said it.
Alright.
Give in.
So that first one is a 22
Nobody calls me
to hit.
chicken.
Yeah,
22
exactly.
hits.
22 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then I believe that's 6 plus 5 damage. So 10 damage.
Oof, 10 damage, okay.
Claws are nasty. Here comes the second one.
Nasty.
18 to hit.
That just hits.
Alright. And that one is a 9 damage.
Okay,
then-
9 points of damage.
The last one for this action is a 23 to hit.
That hits.
4.
There's the barbarian in us.
Yeah, 7 damage.
7 points of damage. Calder, as you're battling this drow in kind of this back and forth sword fight, all of a sudden from the corner of your eye, you just see this flash. Boom! Slam into the side of this drow, and it just begins to tear.
Just kind of like claw after claw.
See him like begin to try to use his shield to clamber off of Redrick because he pushes you off. All right, is that everything?
Yeah, and we're reckless, by the way, so
Okay.
one advantage to hit.
All right, all right. I remember that. The next person to go is Castis.
In the peer
Castis.
pressure. All right. He hears.
You're
He hears.
stingy.
Challenge.
Yeah.
You're singed, smoking. Your hair is aliens right now. It is just standing
Alright.
straight in the air.
He has long hair too, so
It
it's
is
standing quite a bit.
definitely quite, yeah, it's looking Einstein right now.
He kind of hears Ren's question. He just, his response, you hear just like, just focus, stay alive, as he bloodily staggers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That because of his movement speed, and he is going to, what's he? I think he is
Eat the
going
body,
to.
eat the body.
Gonna
Trust me.
gonna reload. Gonna reload.
Trust me, it's great.
Trust me, go for it. Tastes like chicken.
No. Ugh. Reload with 1 attack, and second attack, I'm firing at it there. This is the walloping ammo, by the way.
Okay.
Wow.
Ew, gross. That's only a 13.
That will miss, unfortunately.
All right.
Bang!
Wallop.
That's what I
That's
imagine
it?
it sounds like coming out of your gun. Wallop!
Wallop.
Wallop!
All right. That is it. I am, yeah, on death's door.
Alright. Alright, next is Colda.
How rough are these two mofos looking, respectively?
It's hard to tell. They're still battle-tested warriors, is what they look like. They
look like real bloodied.
either
one of them?
Not really.
Okay.
They seem ready to battle it out. So, I mean, they seem
love that.
worn and they're covered in cuts and wounds and stuff, but
I love that for them.
you know.
Yeah, I love that for me. I'm gonna use my hasted action to cast Hold Person on the dude in between all of us.
Okay.
So that's a
Wisdom
wisdom
saving,
saving
right?
throw.
I don't know if you can cast a spell with your hasted action. It's attack, 1 weapon
Oh, it's
attack,
one-
dash,
Right,
disengage,
right,
hide, or
you're
use
right.
an object. Yeah.
You're right. Well, I'm gonna do it with my normal action then.
Okay, that is a 15.
Just meets it. Just meets it.
You can see him
Son of
freeze
a
for a moment after being
bitch.
attacked, and he just shakes his head.
Well, shit.
Sorry.
I love it. In that case, damn. Well, I'm gonna hit him.
Go for it.
Advantage.
Stupid face.
Yeah, 21 to hit.
And that hits.
Yeah, I'm a smite. Because of course I'm gonna smite. What the fuck? two 1s and a 2.
Yeah.
Ah.
Big smite damage.
One of those
Jesus
fights.
fuck.
I'm sorry, buddy. One of those fights.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. As you can see him, you kind of reach your hand out, begin to channel this energy. You can feel the warmth kind of shoot through your hand.
14 points of damage. Necrotic. Sorry.
Yeah, right. Shoots through your hand. You can see it kind of impacts him. He shakes it off. You just say, "Damn it!" And you just unleash his swing, and you kind of knock him in the shoulder as he kind of shrugs it off. Anything else?
No.
Okay, back to the top. Velkin. Yeah. Wide away here, Cassis. 3 more drow coming out of that hole right behind you.
Oh.
Falcon is going to put her hands in front of her, and there's gonna be a ball of light, and it's gonna grow and grow and grow, and sailing over these guys' heads. She's gonna put her right here, or here, and it's gonna explode in a fireball.
Fireball. Okay.
So it's
that's
Ren's
fair to
gonna
say,
feel
right?
the heat, but it's not gonna hit. It's gonna like singe the backside of the singer.
That is a failure with a 3.
Ooh, okay. So how many d6? 8.
First fireball from the mage.
7.
First of many, I'm
6.
sure.
I just noticed my rain's been all messed up. Look, I
4.
had cool rainy effects.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know what happened to it.
I was the
So I hate. So
Yeah,
I
I
hate
had
to
it,
say
If
it.
you could just like copy paste it and cover those other corners, it would have been
Well,
good.
no, I had it everywhere before the session started, so I don't know what happened to it. I must have been messing with something and deleted it.
So I hate to say it, but like
Is
the
it
rain
a
effect
jam lag?
making Roll20 lag for me so hard that I can't even listen to the music. So
I
Yeah.
had to
Oh,
turn
no.
it off.
Really?
yeah.
Yeah, same
Fuck,
here.
yeah, you should have said something to me.
Yeah, you need a
Could've
big
deleted it.
power.
No,
gaming
you're good.
PC
No,
to do it.
like it's good. I like it. Yeah, big. Huh.
Yeah, oh, you cheapos. Okay, what did your damage roll? Sorry.
37 points.
37
Nice.
damage. What does it look like when you cast a fireball?
So it's just there's this big ball of light, and it just grows as it gets closer to the drow. But Ren would probably see it the clearest because it's kind of going over the heads. There's like a clock imprinted in the middle of it, so you can see it, and it's ticking rapidly down. And as it hits 12, that's when it hits.
And it hits.
Nice.
You kind of cover your eyes for a moment, Ren, as you see the drow get engulfed by this flame. You can see for the last minute, he kind of puts his hand up into his face, and the flames dissipate. You can see his whole left side of his body is just singed. His hair kind of burnt to a thin, just a line at the top of the side of his head. Just breathing. Roll me a D100, please.
Me?
Yep.
Oh
Magic.
shit!
Ren's
she's
other
cast-
pant
she's
leg
cast,
gets singed off.
she's cast other spells, and she hasn't had to roll it.
I would get Dory to come look at this, but she's sitting over there. I rolled 100.
100. Wow.
Because that's the 2
Not
zeros
away.
and the 0, right? 2 zeros on one dice.
Yep.
Okay,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep. So, okay.
They're gonna be great or awful.
Yeah.
You all of a
Or
sudden
nothing.
just feel, after you see this land, you just feel re-energized. Just like, it's odd.
Hell yeah. She's getting through from the other side of the battlefield. Ren gets a thumbs up from Belkin.
Ren just like puts out her eyebrow.
No, wait, you're lying.
She's burst into flame and died, everybody, so. Is that end your turn?
Yeah.
Okie dokie. It is Isaiah's turn. Ooh, I think he is going to rush over here.
She's so excited. She's telling Dory.
He's
Yeah.
gonna go over here. Him and Nuke both are gonna run up
Someone read her
behind the
lips.
drow.
Right?
And he is going to attack
Blocking her
with
mouth.
his battle
Yeah,
axe.
same.
Actually, I think he'll come like more over here. Just next to you, Ren, I think. Alright, so he's going to attack with his yeah, we'll,
Barracuda.
Alright, let me see if he can hit. Come on, Isaiah. I've been rolling like poopy doo doo for him all night. Oof. Well, that's a 14. That's exactly what he needs to hit. So, and he's going to do one of his little smite thingies. What's his little smite thingy called again?
Searing smite.
Branding smite. Yeah. 2d6 radiant. Okay, so he's going to.
It's gonna do more than Calder smites have.
All right, so
far.
that's 6 plus
The way I've been rolling. I need to use different
12,
D8s.
13 plus 4. That's 17 points of damage to this individual. As you see, he kind of reaches out with the axe that he has, and it smacks into the side of this drow, kind of covering him in similar bright fire that Vulcan kind of just unleashed from her spell. Right. Ooh. Is also going to take swings. Let's see if Ookie Pookie can hit. With a 3, he does not. So that's going to end Isaiah's turn. The next one to go is Ren.
Okay, disengage.
Wise.
All right, I'm gonna get to right here, and I'm gonna throw a dagger at the big guy.
Okay, go ahead.
Can Ren get a double kill?
Double.
How much trauma can Ren suffer in the next 24 hours? All right, well that misses probably. That's a 9.
That'll
Ren's
miss.
a little shaken from her first kill. Yeah, she's just gonna kind of like almost half-heartedly
She
throw that
throws-
dagger.
She throws it. It hits the back of Isaiah's cranium, and he just falls dead.
Oh, no.
Justice is
The
served.
real target.
But,
Not
whole
listening
time.
to her.
that's my turn.
Alrighty. It's going to be the warrior's turn. Let me see. Surrounded.
Come out and play.
Sure. Okay. So let me see here. After being assaulted by you, Redrick, he's going to lash out at you with his little short sword, push you off of the shield, and just kind of come at you with 2 quick slashes.
Can I go back on my reckless decision?
No, you cannot. So that is going to be a 20 to hit.
Well, Jace.
Nail it!
5 plus 11, 15 points. Well, let me see. Hold on.
I was
hold
gonna
on,
say.
hold on. Yeah,
Well.
that is 5 points of piercing damage.
Have
10. Yes.
Have
10
2
points.
or 3?
Yes.
I forget.
2.
Okay.
2. And the other 10 of poison.
Whew. All right.
Joy.
What's the next one?
The next one's going to be towards that's Ekval.
Okay.
Oh yeah, that's gonna hit. That is a
Drake, are you in the single digit club?
26
I'm in
to
the-
hit.
Single
26?
club,
That misses.
the one club.
Right, so that's gonna be
Yeah.
9 points of piercing damage. 8 points of poison damage.
Cool. I am looking perfect.
As he slices out of you across your chest, you just feel it begin to burn, and you feel that thum 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 as your heart begins to beat faster and faster, and you feel it just kind of seizing you up a little bit.
Okay.
All right, this is going
Thank
to
you.
end his turn.
I'm gonna-
It is
I'm gonna-
now.
I'm gonna
Good.
do a sentinel hit in there.
Alrighty.
'Cause he's fucking with my friends. 26 hit.
26 hits.
Yeah. Yes, 11 points of damage.
All right, 11 points of damage. Right, see. He lashes out at Eggval, kind of. you just give him a quick smack, kind of to pull his focus towards you again. All right, that's the end of his turn. Eggval.
Well, boy, oh boy, I know what I wanted to do, but now I don't know.
Come on, Eggy.
Old Ego, that's what they called it.
I go.
The
The waffle bard.
I think. I guess that's what I am now. All right. I'm cool with that.
Waffle
This-
bar.
This is my
The
destiny.
waffle bard.
All right. Oh, Fook. Shit. Hold on. Okay, so you're there. We're here.
Dude.
That's okay. I will go and give a fun little tap to I'm gonna say Redrick, and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at the 2nd level on you there, friendo. So that's 2d8.
There's like a second when you touch his shoulder where he's like, just kind of like in the moment, but
Bite his head off!
yeah, exactly.
Bite his ear, Tyson!
You look at him and see a giant waffle.
Speaking of which, so you heal 9 points of damage. And
was that a higher than level? That was level 2, right?
Yeah. Yes. Correct.
roll
Yeah,
me
that was
a
level.
Charisma.
He rolled it.
Oh, yeah, no, it was. It's total 9.
Yeah, roll me a D100.
Oh God!
Yay! I'm gonna do the dumb thing. I'm gonna use die from different stuff. I like having fun. That's 89.
That's the 80s tonight.
Yeah. I'm worried.
As you go and you touch Redrick's shoulder, Redrick, you kind of Eggval's not there anymore. All of you see him just.
Why is it me? I had a feeling I was going to disappear this game. What the fuck? I am not lying. I swear. I was like, man. What if Eggval just happens to disappear? Okay.
Oh, he's dead.
Am I told what happens? Do I just wait till next turn?
Is that all? Are you done?
Yeah. I mean, I wanted to do something else, but I guess I can't anymore. So that is the end of my turn, unless I know until I figure out what happened to me. So. Okay. Cool.
Bye.
I see. So. All right. So then, I guess last thing I'm gonna do. Calder, you lose the warmth in your pocket. Redrick, you now gain the warmth in your pocket. In your pocket. You haven't used it. I have a few to use.
Wow.
It has not been wasted.
How's a
I don't
bad?
need, like, an
That's a
action.
bad feeling when you don't use
Wait.
the bard's die.
Can you only have one out at a time?
I didn't
Yes,
think
correct.
You can only have one out at a time. But...
Yeah, I can only have one out at a time.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. He's a special little bard too. So. All right, is that everything, Egg?
Yes, I will stay. Yeah. That's everything.
You right waffly bitch. How dare you?
I'm sorry to do this to you,
You can eat the
Isaiah,
waffle.
but you are the closest one to the massive mutated drow as he just turns and looks over top of him.
Be like that.
The first one, I think Ook's going to pose disadvantage. So.
Liam, a creature can only have one bardic inspiration die at a time, so you can't have
What?
two on the same person.
Really?
Aha!
First
the bonus
one
action on your turn to
is,
choose one creature other than yourself.
23 to hit. Okay.
Oh. So, yeah, so then I guess Calder, you still have your warmth as well. Okay, I didn't realize that. Shit, I would have been fucking
And
giving
the
out
next
more.
one.
Noise.
Yeah, that's
I
gonna
know.
hit 2. As you see this massive drow, Ook tries to jump in front of the first swing, but he gets smacked out of the way, kind of in mid-swing. You can see it clips Isaiah and sends him down on the one knee, and the other one over top of him on his back. He's unconscious.
Of course he is.
You just love knocking players' characters who aren't here unconscious.
I'll kill them all, I swear. It's your turn, Redrick. Well, he's actually going to stomp his way over here.
Does Zook get an opportunity attack?
Oh,
Well, actually hit. Oh, decent roll, too. Okay, he'll take 8 points.
Nice.
All right, that's going to end his turn. Redrick.
Alright, I'm just like on this guy's shield, just like trying to get around it, like trying to claw at him. So I will just make my attacks. No, I won't use that thing. Alright, so that's 23 to hit.
That'll hit.
Alright, and That's gonna be 9 damage.
Okay.
And then,
That is actually going to kill him. So how do you kill this one, Mr. Red?
Like I said, I'm kind of just like he's trying to hold his shield up, but I'm almost like on it, and I just want to like reach over and like grab just like his head with my claws and almost just like rip like a piece of it off, almost just like a chunk, like the
just gonna
side of like
scalp
his
him?
head. Yeah,
You just scalp him, ripping up half of his hair.
a little bit of brain in there.
Yeah, you just see his kind of scalp get removed. Redrick holding this man's hair, and you can see blood just kind of dripping down it. You throw it to the ground.
And yeah, I just like stand there for like a second, look around and see the other one, and then just go right back at it with my next 2 attacks.
Back at it again with the red claws.
Alright, that's a miss. That's
Damn, red.
10 total.
That will miss,
Reckless,
indeed.
by the way.
Oh, great. I love hearing that.
I know. We don't need to talk about it. Alright. Oh, nat 20!
There you go.
Oh, nat 20! Nat 20.
First one he's ever rolled in this campaign.
Yeah, kind of. Alright, so that's 4 doubled to 8 plus 5 is 13?
13, yes, sir. 13 damage. As you just rush up, you jump onto this thing's massive arm and begin clawing down. He kind of shrugs you off and throws you as you go scattering into
Just
the
like
dirt.
skid and like get ready to go back at it. Next turn.
All right.
Yeah, and that's it.
Anything else? Okay.
I should have done the
Cassis.
fire thing. Want to see the big.
All right,
crits.
he sees Isaiah go down, and he just mutters to himself, "God fucking shit!" And he just slowly just drags himself over here, and
Leg.
just,
Dragging into the dirt behind him.
just touch him, and I dump in the 5 hit points into Isaiah from Healing
Awesome.
Hands.
You just hear him cough, kind of roll over. Oh, what happened?
Oh, you're fine, you're fine. And I made just my last bit of movement. Move over here, just in case. And that's it.
All right. Calder.
Okie doke. With super speed, hold on. There's the right cursor. I'm gonna run over here. And I'm gonna, just for shits and gigs, because why not at this point, Hunter's Mark homie.
Okay.
And we're gonna attack. You gotta be fucking shitting.
Yeah, natural one. Come
two,
on.
two natural ones.
Two natural ones.
That's the second time
Two.
this fight, right? Ren
some
got
Yeah,
one.
that's the second time this game.
All right. Second attack. Math 22 to hit.
That'll hit.
Okay. I'm gonna put a smite in that. So, yeah. The D6 for Hunter's Mark. Okay, these are the rolls. Where they been? 16. 21 plus 5 for 26 plus 5 for necrotic shroud for 31 points of damage.
How do you want to do this?
Oh, hell
my
yeah.
god.
So with 2 natural ones, too.
This is a big, thick bitch, right?
Yeah.
What kind of armor is
Stands
he
way
wearing?
taller than you. Just hide armor. Looks like leathers and,
Okay,
you know.
I can tear through that. I'm gonna. So I just hasted, right, running super fast, just kind of strafe around to the other side of him, flip the sword around in my hand so the blade's coming out the bottom, and you see it glow with that silver radiant light, and just jam it in his chest and drag it down.
Yeah, so here's what happens. As you go to attack him the first time, he catches your hand. Toof, and he begins to lift you up. Kind of brings you up to eye level. and you, with your other hand, with your free hand, you ignite the sword and you kick off onto his throat, kind of kick him in the throat. And as you do, you just bring it down into his chest and just drag it the whole way down. You can see the flame just kind of cauterizing the wound as you cut through the drowse, through his neck, down to his chest, into his gut. As he falls.
Oh.
Jesus Christ, Evan, who hurt you?
All of you now stand.
That's a good visual. I love that.
You all stand amongst these ruins. Not too sure what. Well, close, Isaiah. Not too sure where these entities came from. Now, kind of gathering your surroundings, you see a massive hole in the ground that just leads into darkness. 3 dead bodies scattered around. Purple blood kind of staining the dirt and the cracked earth. The blue flames kind of surrounding the area, kind of still licking some of this, the rubble. Yeah.
The whole damn region's trying to kill us.
Drag my sword through my in between my arms to wipe off the blood and sheath it.
See if I can end that rage real quick. Okay.
Vern's just gonna go look at that body that she killed.
Oh,
Cass is gonna go join her.
oh, Velkin is too. She's skipping over. She looks better than this fight when it started. She's just like, oh hell yeah!
Jesus.
And yeah, it's gonna go over, and she's just gonna start patting him down, looking for that spell book.
Okay. So, a few things. As you walk up to the drow, he lays face first in the dirt, and as you walk up to him, his face is kind of looking at you. You can see that now his entire eyes have kind of covered in blood, and his whole sockets are kind of covered, and they're just seeping purple blood and out of his ears. And his mouth just kind of hangs wide open. It's a very gruesome looking sight when you walk up to that individual. Second, no one really notices where Eggval is.
Oh yeah, that.
And that's where we'll end our session tonight.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Where is our boy? Where's our waffle boy?
Where's your whoa? Great. I guess that's the meme now. I am Waffle Man.
Ego, Lord Ego.
Guys, we're so tired. We're so
I
tired.
know.
Bro, we've been
Been
going.
sitting on
All
2 hit points.
exhausted.
Velkin is at full hit points and full spell slot. So,
Oh,
Pretty
look
nice.
at you!
Knew it.
Congratulations.
I knew it.
You used 0 spell slots that fight?
no,
Oh,
I
no,
got them all out.
re-energized.
Oh my god. That's
Oh.
I just want to point out that at this point, it's been like 26 hours since Calder found out his parents are dead.
Okay.
That's how long this day has been.
Yeah, and we haven't slept at all.
Yeah, we did.
We
Or at
slept
least
once.
Calder has.
We got sleep once.
Calder has
We are
not.
now in the evening between day 19 and day 20. We're now in the overnight.
You slept a
Oh,
little bit
that's
after
right.
you talked to Velkin.
We had-
Yeah.
I forgot to sleep in the cave.
Anyway,
yeah.
we can talk about this afterwards, called a sleep cycle and how ruined it is. Which mine is going to be too, because it's 12 a.m. Long session.
Yep.
To anyone still here, thanks for joining us. This was episode 18 of the campaign. Hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for following. If you want to watch us talk about this, recap it, throw in some of our theories, the like, we do that on Saturdays at 8:30 p.m. So come join us on Twitch, watch back on YouTube, watch this episode on YouTube, check out the podcast. A lot of ways to watch if you're interested. And yeah, just thanks for being here. That's all
All
I
right,
got.
everybody.
Thank you.
Live, laugh, love.
Night.
Smile.
Aw.
Good night, everybody.
Living like
That's
Harry.
not going to be a
Listen to
catchphrase.
that.
That can't be.